Welcome to another live Realm Smith D&D session. This is Order of Dragon's Bane. So super excited to be here. Obviously, the first thing you'll notice if you are watching us live is that we are on YouTube. For the last number of years, Facebook has been our channel of choice for a number of different reasons, but we found in the last number of months it's been increasingly difficult to stream there. So we've decided to make the shift over to YouTube for a number of different reasons. Number one, because we asked you guys what you guys wanted, and it was an overwhelming 81% in our survey said that they prefer YouTube and Twitch. So we're starting to migrate over to YouTube, and then we'll be adding Twitch at a later date as well, because Facebook doesn't allow us to multi-stream either. So here we are on YouTube, and we're very excited for the future of our YouTube careers.
We're all YouTubers now.
We're all YouTubers. It's fun.
I always wanted to be a YouTuber.
Hey, YouTube.
So
Subscribe. Make sure you got that little bell over there.
Oh gosh. All right, so that's the first big piece of news. We're going to talk about YouTube interaction very soon, because YouTube allows us to do some really fun things that will allow you folks to be a part of what we do on a weekly basis. But we're going to talk about that kind of near the end of the announcements. I'm going to go through all the rest of the announcements, and we'll get back to that.
Cool.
Rebecca's moderating. Thank you, Rebecca, as usual. Everybody say hi to Rebecca in the comments.
Rebecca.
If you have a question, write question beforehand, and Rebecca will take note of that, and then we'll answer those in the break when we can. Our crates, the current crate now, you have, 5 days? Mm-hmm. 5 days left to order our When the Night Beckons crate for February. There are some announcements coming up on how we're changing the crates up a little bit. You guys will be very, very happy to hear. I can't talk about it yet because Tim will have my head, who is our operations manager, because we're not allowed to talk about it yet. But when we do, you guys will be very excited.
We have an operations manager. You should be excited.
Right? It's crazy.
Yes.
This is very cool. So for the next 5 days, if you order one of our crates, every month you'll get a Wondrous, and we've been showing them every week, but you'll get a Wondrous die from Norse Foundry. Each die is worth like $14, so it's like $125 for the whole set. Every month you'll get a die, and then in the 8th month, after you have your whole set, you get a Realm Smith. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Realm Smith engraved Elderwood Academy hex chest, which we're super excited. We just got our whole shipment of them. It was a shipload. It was a whole shipload of hex chests. So you can put all your fun dice in there, and we will send you. So basically, you're going to get a whole Wondrous dice set, as well as a hex chest with the Realmsmith seal on it. Bonus if you subscribe. So in the next 5 days, if you head over to realmsmith.tv and subscribe, that's what you will get. From then on, I think that we'll be giving them and gifting them to yearly subscribers only. So this is your chance on a monthly to get that in the next 5 days. Head over. I want to thank our partners, WizKids, as usual, for a lot of the minis that we use, Sirenscape for all the awesome ambient music and sounds, as well as Vallejo for the paints that we use to paint a lot of our miniatures, including Crichton, who I painted a couple weeks ago, and Elderwood Academy, which is our new sponsor, who gifted us these awesome freaking
I forgot mine.
spellbook. Well, you're
Could
too
you
busy
get it
doing
for me?
stuff. Oh, gosh.
It's Joel. My name is Joel.
They have cubbies. That's fun.
Cubbies.
But anyways,
Thank you,
so they
Al.
have these awesome player spell books that when you open them up, if I could open mine, they hold dice and minis, and Joel is being disruptive. And this is a whiteboard thing. Anyway, super, very, very cool. And then also, DM's got dice towers, and they all have the Realmsmith seal. How freaking cool is that? So thank you, Elderwood Academy, for sending us those our way, as well as these Elderwood hex chests for our subscribers. Thank you, Elderwood. You're awesome. Really looking forward to using these throughout our campaign.
I got my notes from the last time we played. See?
What does it say? Learn how to play D&D.
Yes, it says.
Learn how to play my character.
That does actually say learn to play
D20 for checks.
Learn to play the game.
Yeah. Want to talk about Bexim's Bizarre real quick? We were featured in Bexim's with a two-page ad, which we're very excited about. Check this out. What? Realmsmith, check it out. This is a Tabletop Crafters magazine, so you can get it digitally, or you can get it printed and sent to you, which is freaking awesome. And all of our friends, including V the Crafting Muse and Black Magic Craft and DM Scotty and everybody is in here. So check this out. You can go to Tabletop Engineer on Patreon, and you basically just subscribe to the Patreon page, and then you get the magazine. It's really freaking stinking cool. So we're excited to be more involved in that in the future, and thanks so much, DM Jim, for doing that and putting that together. GaryCon, we're finally allowed to talk a bit more about it.
Just a bit?
Just a bit. Joel and I will be at GaryCon in a couple weeks, March 7th to 10th. It has been announced that we are actually supporting / sponsoring the live streaming at GaryCon, which
Yay.
is freaking crazy.
Crazy.
Because of that, I will be playing on a live stream, but I can't tell you who else is going to be playing on it. But there are some other awesome special guests that will also be on this live stream, and we are super excited to announce it, but we can't yet. So stay tuned to like our Instagram and internet.
Did they threaten jail time if you said
Yes.
it?
They said you can't come if you say it because they know you.
Let's not mention it.
Yeah. But that said, it's going to be amazing. So stay tuned to GaryCon. We're very excited to be involved and to be playing there live in March, which is super, super cool.
Super cool.
Super chat. So listen to this, folks. This is a big one.
Woo.
I need something to drink. I don't have anything to drink. So what we're doing moving forward is we're giving you guys the opportunity to actually use Super Chat in YouTube to affect the game as we're playing it. The way it works is this. If in Super Chat, so you guys know, it's in the comments, and you can basically give us a donation. So it takes a lot to do this. It takes money to do this and time. And so for you to help support the channel, we're also allowing you to interact with us during our stream. So from $1 to $9.99, any donation you make, the Super Chat color that appears when you Super Chat, because there's different levels for different colors, will change the color of the DM screen light on our stream. So we're testing it tonight. There's lots of fun, crazy, interactive stuff that we're doing soon, but that's one thing you can do. So hopefully that's posted in the comments already.
Yep.
So if you make a donation, this will change, which is really, really kind of cool. And we're just testing to see how it all works. So feel free to do that. Even $1 to all the way to $9.99. At $10 plus, so anywhere from $10 all the way up to the top, which is like $500, which would be crazy. Basically, you can give one of the players at the table inspiration for the duration of, what did we say? Basically, while it's on, they can use inspiration once. Then every time a Super Chat and somebody else takes away or votes for somebody else, that person gets inspiration. So hopefully that's clear. But if you donate $10 or more to the stream, then you're giving one of the players in the game inspiration, and you'll see something really cool that happens in the room when that happens, which we won't tell you about. And Adam's looking up at the ceiling, so he's not giving away it at all.
No, I'm looking at something else.
Yeah,
He's totally
it's
just
a nice
looking at
ceiling.
another-
It's just
Yeah.
it's a
Or they-
tavern ceiling.
Comment, they put the name of the person.
Yes, right. Sorry, thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you Super Chat, for example, if you want to say hashtag anybody but Cornelius, like hashtag say Shamgar, then he's the one that's going to get inspiration. It's very
Hashtag
clear and important
DM.
that you put that name there. If not, they will not get the inspiration. So that's really important. We'll explain this again in the break for those of you that missed it, but that is the deal. Last announcement, we are doing a giveaway. We're just going to do a random person in the chat tonight. So be active in the chat. The more you chat, the more chance you have to win. And we're going to give away a membership to the Realm, which allows you guys to continue to vote and so on. Access to our private Facebook page for early access videos and things like that. That's a lot of announcements.
Yeah, you've done well.
Well
You've
done.
done well.
Very good.
Are you guys ready to dig in? Are we ready to dive in?
We're going to go to break now.
Oh, I
So-
could.
We're going to go to break now. That was great. Let's go to break.
We need a toilet break. Alrighty. Over to our esteemed DM.
Okay, well, today is episode 17 of The Order of Dragonsbane, and the title is The Proving Ground. And now, before we get into the recap, let's do some character introductions, starting with Cornelius.
I'm David. I play Cornelius. I'm a gnomish druid. I'm very trusting, very friendly. I believe that everybody has positive intentions for the most part. I hate thieves, like party members that try to steal bags of holding from people that are trying to help us. That sort of thing. But I'm easy going.
And your
Seems-
grandson.
Seems that way.
And my grandson. And my
It's very meta.
great grandson
Great-grandson.
Very meta,
used
yeah.
to play on the other stream, on the B stream.
Where's my dice? Oh, they're in here.
You want to go? And so I was born in Glivendale Grove. I'm 100. Is somebody else going? Or?
That was really awkward. Is there more?
Is there
Well,
more?
I was an entertainer in my village. I can give the whole story, but I think that's it. I think that's it for now.
All right, Joel.
Watch the stream.
My name is DeGraff Hoolsby. Well, my name's Joel, but I play DeGraff Hoolsby, human bard. He comes from noble blood, is from a Waterdavian descent, and he really does enjoy other people enjoying him. And so I don't have a song prepared tonight because I was getting other things prepared. I have other things prepared.
Joel,
So what are you
I
doing?
should
where are
say-
your
I'm
priorities?
gonna.
What are you doing with the guitar?
That's my protection. You know this already.
We should get people to
That's my
super chat to
savings
make you sing on
Yeah.
the spot.
Yeah,
what we
that's
should do.
right. So if anyone donates more than $10, I will. No, just kidding. I won't screw things up.
You're not gonna do a song.
I
please,
could
please
do a song.
do
I
it,
could do a
please.
song.
One rhyme.
One rhyme?
Cornelius wants you to.
Okay. So it's Monday night, which is not a real day in Dungeons and Dragons. It's Monday night, which doesn't really exist in Dungeons and Dragons. But we're here playing, and we're here saying, donate to our Monday stream. No.
Oh man.
Sorry, guys. I had nothing. Nothing. There was nothing
Nothing.
else I could
Nothing.
think of.
Speaking
All right.
top
Anyone
of mind.
else? Anyone else? Go ahead, Shammy.
Dear.
Okay, I'm Adam. I play Shamgar, human barbarian. He's very tall, very strong, and doesn't have too many good ideas, and doesn't say too much, especially if you watch the last string.
Feel free to speak up anytime, really.
And he is in search of advanced weaponry to bring back to his tribe to fight the orcs that plague his tribe.
I play Crichton, a dragonborn monk of the gold variety. He is of the Renuku tribe, and he is trying to quelch the inner fire that exists on a daily basis, which is really difficult when Cornelius is around. That's all. It's true. It's true.
Good.
Okay.
It's good.
All right, and I am Brandon Perkins, your humble DM, and once again, it is an honor to be able to play at the table with you guys today. I'm really excited for today's session. Really super mega excited.
Yeah.
So, without further ado,
Does that mean we should be afraid?
Yeah.
Yes.
what I-
no,
That's what I got out of it. That's
no, you guys don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, excuse me, something in my throat. So, to catch you all up on what's been happening so far, this is the Order of Dragonsbane, and they have been seeking to find the purpose of the Cult of the Dragon, what their ultimate goal has been, and have discovered that the ultimate goal of the Cult of the Dragon is to try and not only raise Tiamat, but to win her favor by giving her a horde worthy of Tiamat. They've been robbing people across the land, and now our group has finally discovered that within the next 3 days, something that happens every month, the waning moon, is the time when the planes are aligned, and also a time when they are so close that you could pull something through. More details may be revealed in this session. We'll have to find out what they discover and what is to come. So as I said, today's title is The Proving Ground. And as you may remember from the last session, the proving is coming on the night following this one. You and Nassim have just been looking over this parchment that had the details of this planar alignment. And he seems very distraught at the thought of Tiamat possibly coming within the next 3 days. Are you guys going to rest right now, or are you staying up and talking a little bit?
It's still nighttime.
It's still nighttime.
We were pretty close when we met up with him. I think we were pretty close to the caravan, so we should make sure that we're far enough away from the caravan.
Yeah, you guys are in a forest by a tunnel, which the caravan was going to be heading towards the next day.
Yeah, and I think towards the end of last stream I was saying that I heard that they're going to break off from the rest of the caravan tomorrow.
You heard this.
Yeah. That's what I said.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, it's
It's been a while since the 7 minutes ago when you said that.
Yeah. So we probably shouldn't camp too close to the road,
Right.
but we want to be able to know when they leave, so
Of course,
we
yes.
can track them.
All right.
Good. Thank you.
So we can keep a lookout.
For our own safety, but also we need to keep a lookout to make sure that we know where they head.
Should we send Greg?
Yeah, we should send Greg.
Let's send him ahead. I think he'll do it. Let's do it. Greg, go.
He growls in disapproval, but he goes up and he goes. What do you want him to do?
Kind of fly out 100 feet ahead of us, and just make sure that the area is safe.
Okay. Flies out ahead, surveys the area. You're looking through his eyes too, right?
Mhm.
Give me a perception roll.
11.
11. Okay.
Strong opening.
You and he both take a survey of the land. It seems like everything's safe and fine to go.
Okay.
Can you just fix my mic, Dad?
Yeah, if you could just
There you go. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
What are you doing?
fixing it.
We got
Wait.
a comment.
Wait.
Nobody
Next,
can hear you
next, just like lick your thumb and
because it was pointing this
wipe
way.
You guys
that
wanted to
smudge
hear
off
me?
his
Just
face.
pointing down.
Aw.
Yeah, they'll regret it, but anyways,
Vote
come
Creighton.
on. Move on.
So,
Not Creighton. I keep saying Creighton.
you both go ahead, take a bit of a survey of the land to see if there's anything that you can see. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. It seems like everything's safe.
He sees nothing. Looks like everything's safe. And I think we should hurry through. Should we? I mean,
What?
everything's safe?
Okay.
I wouldn't say we should hurry, but cautiously hurry.
Okay.
You know? I mean, don't go too slow, but not too fast.
Could you remind me when we were in the wagon? Were you still alive?
I was unconscious, and you saved me.
Right.
I don't know who saved me. Who saved me?
I got you.
You did catch me. I was in your arms when I woke. Thank you.
Well, just one arm.
Just yes, it was one. You're so small compared to him.
Yeah, he's huge. He's the strongest man I've ever seen. So should we go?
Yes.
Should
Sorry.
we go?
I was just these nights they are so foggy for me. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's start walking. I'm gonna start walking. I don't want to be too noisy.
Okay. Not too long after you start walking, Nassim walks up to one of you. Which one of you is holding Pelter's parchment, the piece of paper that he gave you when you first arrived after going through the portal? So he comes up to you and he asks if he can borrow it for a little bit.
Do you plan to look at it further and investigate it further?
I wish to write down what I remember seeing on the parchment that you unrolled. And I want to see if Leozen can bring it to Mr. Nagatomi to see if he can tell me more.
Very well. I've handed to him.
Okay, so he takes it and immediately starts scribbling, writing down, Leozen, go see Mr. Nagatomi. We need to find something out immediately.
Okay.
Okay, so you continue walking forward and it seems fairly quiet, almost oddly quiet. This night just has a bit of a dark air about it. There's a weight that seems to just sit heavy, an extra dampness in the air, something that just it feels unnatural, a little bit wrong. The further the night goes on, the more you feel it. It reminds you a little bit of the way you felt before you went through the portal.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Ooh, 7. I rolled a 7.
So, you check from your arcane knowledge to see if there's anything you can think of that might suit this kind of a feeling. See if there's any kind of evil presence that is causing it, or some sort of a magical something that's done it. Unfortunately, you don't really get any sense of anything like that. It's just a dark foreboding that seems to be sitting heavy.
Can I use my druidcraft to see if there's any peculiar weather events that are coming up?
Sure.
Can I do that?
Okay. So you do your druid craft, and you get just a very, very still. You've actually never seen this before, but it just seems almost dead. Like just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolute stillness. Not even a breeze.
We're camping. Is that right?
You're currently walking to find a place to camp. What is it that you guys are looking for as far as a campground? Are
More
you
so
just looking-
distance than anything. I mean, we want to make sure that it's as obscured as possible, but
So
we want to be well out of where they are.
Yeah,
As long
off
as we
of a
can,
path.
as long as we have 30 minutes or so to be able to get to where we need to go.
So about 30
Once they
minutes
start to move.
away from the
I wouldn't say
caravan?
30 minutes, maybe 15-minute walk. Quarter of an
I
hour.
think it would be for when we
We
felt.
sorry. Let's do it again. How long should we travel before we can double back and catch them as they break off?
Might be helpful to leave one of us behind to stay watch
Greg
to
is
make
going.
sure that we're not being followed. Greg has gone ahead of us, but just to make sure that we're not being followed by any of the guards.
Fair enough.
Would you like to do that, John?
I think he should stay with us because his eyes are Greg's eyes. Perhaps Shamgar.
I'm de Graaf, by the way. You call me Joe? You call me Joe or something?
I don't think I said your name.
I think you did, yes. Go ahead.
I'll do it. What? Say it again.
Could you stay back and watch our movement and our travel to make sure nobody's following us?
Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps 10, 15 minutes behind.
Sure. Yeah.
But if you see anyone, I guess you need to try to communicate with us without fighting them.
Just stay 50 to 100 feet behind us.
But don't fight
Follow.
fight them. If you see them, don't fight them. Just
No.
let us know.
Yes.
Don't.
So just run up to where you are as soon as it.
Yes. Or signal
well,
us.
just you gotta just let us know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how you can do that.
Why don't you do it? Because you have rings.
Yeah. I'll just what, I'll stay.
Yes.
I'll stay.
So just
I'll stay.
follow behind us a
Yeah.
little bit, and then he can pass something. You can pass something to him if somebody's coming.
I'll
Yes.
pass you something.
Yes, give me something.
I'll pass a stone.
Yes. Perhaps you could pass a stone.
Yeah.
Yes. Something painless.
What does the stone mean? Does it mean safe or danger?
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
One stone
Mm-hmm.
for safe. 2 stones for danger.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, I just
You
spat on
guys.
it. Oh.
Make it rain.
Yes. 2 stones for
2
danger.
stones for danger.
1 stone.
1 for safe.
Safe. How long do I wait for the second, so to speak?
Should be immediate.
Okay. All right. 2 stones. Safe. 1 stone.
Now, if it's dangerous, if somebody's coming, I'll probably just 1 is safe.
Okay, good. That's what I
If
thought. Yes.
nobody's coming for the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I will pass you a stone.
Okay.
I just want to be very clear about what's going to happen.
Okay.
A pebble, if you prefer.
Right.
And if danger is approaching and I can't flee, I'll have to find somewhere to hide.
Okay.
You guys just prepare yourselves, and I will pass you two pebbles.
Good.
Are you? Do you need to repeat this back?
No, it's great.
Okay.
So you'll be passing stones.
Everybody
I'll be
heard.
waiting for you to do so.
We're not just relying
It's
on the graph.
clear.
Everybody's
Is one
okay.
one stone means we're good.
Yes.
You'll remind me, right, Champ? Well, no, wait. You're waiting back. Okay, good.
No,
Okay.
I don't have to now.
Right, because the stones.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna take up a.
We'll get through this.
I'm gonna hide.
Yeah.
And let them walk for like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
10.
10. Okay. So you're following stealthily behind them?
Well, I'm gonna let them go.
Okay.
Right, I have to create some distance between us, so I'll let them walk for about 5 to 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then I'll start So I'm hiding right now. I'm just hiding and watching and waiting to see if anybody is coming.
Okay. Now, the plan was to go about 15 minutes away from the caravan.
Yeah.
So exactly how long did you want to wait? 5 or 10 minutes? Or
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, so you wait 10 minutes as they move on forward. After about 5 minutes of walking, you guys start to hear far, far, far off in the distance some howling of wolves. And you remembered some mention of wolves in the area, but they do sound fairly far off. Joel, you notice through Greg's eyes,
Yes.
A little ways off towards the left in the path you're going, there is a den of owl bears, but you don't think that your destination will go anywhere close to that, but just something to note.
Right.
In my time of waiting for that gap, can
Yeah.
I procure 2 stones from the ground?
Yes?
Thank you.
Okay. As you're following along behind them, you don't notice anyone seeming to follow you. There's still this odd, still, quiet, a little unnerving continues throughout the night. You all get this sense, this continued foreboding. You keep walking until you find a destination about 15 minutes away. Is that 15-minute walk?
We walk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we just want to find a clearing with some decent cover from the outside, but something that we can be fairly comfortable.
Right. Okay. I want you to give me a survival check.
It's 11.
11. Okay. So you're starting to, you found a place that you feel is pretty confident about. It seems pretty decent. It looks like you'd have some good foliage and coverage. Now, Joel and Shamgar, what are you doing? Sorry, I should say DeGraff and Shamgar.
So you're getting coverage so you can sleep?
We're just finding a decent opening area that we can settle in.
Oh, okay.
So Crichton has found a place that he thinks is pretty safe.
Any stones yet?
I have not passed any stones.
The ring?
The ring, I haven't received any stones. No, not yet. You wouldn't happen to have those furs that we had for costumes, do you? Because I don't sleep well on the ground.
I have mine still.
Oh, keep yours on. Is that? Oh, right. Okay. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I thought you meant something else. Great. I'll take those.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm just looking for the most comfortable place that I might be able to kind of put all of the costumes on and use as a bed.
Okay. Are you doing anything to try and use any natural cover or anything like that?
I'm fine with sleeping under the stars, staying as open and clearing as possible.
I see.
I don't want to be hidden under anything. I want to see the stars and nothing around me.
Okay. What's Greg doing right now?
So he's still kind of patrolling, right? Doing a check. I'm still able to perceive through his eyes.
But you cannot hear through his ears, right?
I can't hear through his ears. No.
But you get certain emotional
Yep.
things from him.
He seems irked, as always.
Yeah. His subtle seething hatred that continues lets you know that he doesn't seem to have found anything alarming.
Does it impact me that he is such a malevolent, horrible person of a dragon, pseudo dragon, and I'm like happy-go-lucky? Does it bear down on me?
I would leave that up to you to decide.
Okay.
Yeah. How would you perceive that? Is it just like, that's just this baseline is seething?
It's like a one less fan for DeGraff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg's a real pain sometimes. I'm saying it out to the wind. Yeah, Greg's a real pain sometimes. Hoping that Shammy's listening.
What did you say?
I said, oh, sorry. I was just thinking to myself in that direction that Greg's been I don't know, he's just so downtrodden all the time. He's just so down.
He's very helpful, though.
He is, but I mean, you have a great demeanor, and your whole family was killed.
Well, We don't know anything about his family.
That's true. Good point.
He's of chromatic dragon lineage. It doesn't surprise me.
What does that mean exactly? Can I do a history check to see if I know as much about chromatic dragons as he does? He does. Or
Yeah, you can roll history if you want.
no, I won't know as much. Never mind.
You're
Never
killing it
mind.
tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Say it out
e-
loud.
It was a 2.
even though there have been a number of conversations in the group about chromatic dragons, at this moment, at this time of night, you're a little bit woozy, and you're just like, I don't think we've talked about them.
Whatever. I'm gonna find a decent space about 20 feet from the camp,
Yeah.
wherever they're settling down, and I'm gonna meditate for at least the next hour.
Okay.
So, and basically try and commune with Bahamut and try and get some understanding and prepare myself mentally for the night ahead
Excellent.
or the potential night ahead.
Okay.
And just as I'm thinking about it, I'll pull out my lute and just prepare my evening thoughts.
All right, Shamgar, what do you do?
I'm gonna
Or
find
sorry.
just a nice tree trunk to lean up against and
Okay.
try to relax.
Excellent. Are you just playing some music, strumming along?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So about 7 minutes after you start your meditation, you're making your way up to the camp. You can see where, like, you find them easily enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to still stay. I'll pass one of the stones through,
Yeah.
and I'm going to. I'll come in. I want to come into camp, and I guess I'll see who's there. Do I see Crichton? How far out of the camp are
20
you?
feet, like, further up.
Okay, so I'll just see these two gems. Is it?
Mhm.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, sorry. Anyways, it's safe.
Okay.
It's safe. Where's Mr. Crichton?
Guys, I got a gem. I mean, a
It's
pebble.
just a pebble.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're safe.
Good.
Is Mr. Crichton home?
One double means safe.
Yeah.
Okay. No, he went somewhere.
Oh. Okay. When he gets back, just let him know I'm just gonna sleep a little bit back on the path to make sure, we're still okay at night.
Yeah, okay. If I might be asleep,
Okay.
but if I'm awake, I'll tell him.
Yeah. If you just let him know, you just let him know if you.
I think these stars are so wondrous. I might just sing a song for a while.
Yeah, but could you let him know if you see him that I'm just sleeping just a little bit ways back?
Sure. Yeah. Yes. Of course. Yes. Maybe. I mean,
Yeah,
I
just-
don't know. It depends on how I feel.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you.
You go sleep.
You're very helpful tonight.
Good.
Okay. Have a good night.
Good night.
Okay, so you find a place where you feel comfortable
Yeah.
lying down. Nassim is sitting on his own, working
sorry.
with Pelter's parchment.
Yeah.
You get the impression that he's gotten a hold of Mr. Nagatomi, and they're just going back and forth in conversation, writing on this parchment, decoding what is going on here, trying to figure out any information they can about what was seen on that parchment, the original parchment that you guys had found. All right, so long rest is the plan.
Yeah, after the hour or so, I want to head in and settle into my bedroll.
Okay.
And on my way out, I do want to, like, where I sleep, I'm gonna cover myself in shrubbage as much as I can.
Okay. Survival.
Are you doing this quietly enough that you don't wake anybody?
I'm trying to, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. When I come in, if they're sleeping within the next hour or so, I want to be as quiet as possible, not to rouse them.
All right.
Arouse them.
Rouse them.
Oh.
So, you guys sleep the night through, get a full rest.
Nice.
No occurrences.
We did not die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So far.
In the morning, after you've all woken, Nassim joins you and says we should very shortly try to make our way back to the merchant caravan so that we can be with the cult when they leave. Do any of you have cult robes that we could wear as disguise to join them?
I do not. Although we have many costumes.
We have some. At one point we had.
Wait, we did?
Yes, we did.
Yes?
Oh.
Do you have enough for the four of you?
I can't remember how many I have.
Did you have any?
Like, I didn't don't have one.
We took them off when we were in the bandit camp.
I see.
Right.
I can't remember how many we have. I looked in my pack to see how many we have.
Yes.
And are you
remember
sure?
how many
I don't
I
remember.
I don't know. I don't have your
I looked through my bag as well.
think it was
shuffling.
I do remember you guys had collected some in the Scar of the Wastes when you had fought some cultists on your way to the bandit camp. So
I
3 sounds about right.
Yeah.
So we can say 3.
I didn't take mine. I don't think I took one.
Okay. If you don't have one, I happen to have one extra that's your size, being that we are both gnomes.
Or you
got
could
an extra.
you could always have shift into an animal again if you wanted.
That as well. Should you choose.
I would love one of the robes.
Or
if you
both.
can lend me one.
So he
Or
pulls
both,
one out of his
both.
bag and hands it to you.
Thank you.
I was speaking with Nagatomi for quite some time yesterday, and it's interesting news. There was nothing about Alund Far, but he found some information about the in-between and the waning moon. He said the realms align progressively after the middle of the second 10 day of every month. And
Could
so-
you repeat that?
it's basically the middle of every month.
Okay.
The planes begin to align once again, and
Right.
then once we reach the waning moon, they are in full alignment. But in that time, they're getting ever closer. He's a little concerned that they may not now have to wait until the full waning of the moon. As long as the realms are close enough and they have a catalyst, they might be able to do it sooner.
How soon?
I don't know. But he was concerned. And so am I. We
And
have precious little time.
what are the ramifications if we just let this happen?
We can't just let it happen.
No, I'm just wondering.
Probably certain death for everybody.
If Tiamat were to come into Faerun, she would do everything in her power to get revenge on those that struck her down, on the generations that follow, the descendants. She would do everything in her power to kill all metallic dragons and all of those of metallic blood. She would do everything in her power to pull Bahamut in so that she could destroy him or seduce him or corrupt him. Her own brother.
Sounds terrible. Sounds terrible.
It would be horrible.
Well, I mean, we're on a mission anyways.
Yes.
I guess I don't know. What do you want
We
to
should
do?
head out and wait for them to break camp.
What time of day is it? First light or?
So this is about, I'll say it's about first light. You guys got a good long rest in, but you got up early enough that you're pretty sure that the camp, the caravan wouldn't have started moving yet again.
Start packing our things.
Yeah.
Okay, you start packing your things.
Have some rations.
As you're packing, Nassim fills you in a little bit more on the in-between. He explains that it's kind of like a ribbon that goes between all planes and realms, weaving its way through, and it's all connected. So whenever someone teleports, they're always moving through the in-between, and that is how people are able to move from one plane to another, or from one place in their own plane to another place in their own plane. And he explains that if that's where Tiamat has been, it will be easier for them to pull her through because she's much closer than if she was actually in another realm. I think we should try to stay as close as we can to the cultists. So we should put on our disguises and find a way to merge in with them while they're in motion.
You think it's possible to stop their travel before they even get to the ceremony?
There's so many of them, it's hard to say.
Perhaps a diversion. We could.
Because that worked so well last time.
Just saying. Don't blame me.
I'm just gonna
I
start
was-
pulling out my drum.
No.
No drum. No drum.
I was thinking something perhaps a little more magical or something less obtrusive. Something.
Why are we doing this?
Well, I mean, we should stop them before the ceremony begins.
Yes.
And so just because we attempted one thing and it failed, does that mean we should... Yeah, you're right. We should probably just let things as they are. Just go. You're right. Let's just go home. I'm done.
How do we have any sense of how strong the cultists group was? Like how many we're dealing with?
You don't have exact numbers because it was hard to tell. They were disguised as merchants, but from what you could guess, you think that they've got maybe 6 to 10 wagons, and you think they've got maybe 4 to 6 people per wagon, but you're not sure if there were others around in disguise. You don't
4
know
to
their
6 per
numbers.
wagon. There were 3 wagons in the middle?
6 to
3
10
wagons in the middle that
then-
you knew belonged to worm speakers.
Okay. 6 to 10 per wagon, you know...
Up to 60.
Up to 10 wagons, you know... yeah, the odds are good.
I think
I'm
maybe
not-
we just don't try the band route again.
I'm
not convinced that all of us should disguise ourselves so that we're all stuck in this group.
What do you mean, stuck in this group?
If you get found,
Oh,
then
I
I
mean...
don't want all of us to get found. So perhaps Shamgar and I, for example, will follow a safe distance. And then you can either send Greg to get us or inform us. And we stay on the outskirts and we wait for a signal. And you infiltrate the camp. Shamgar and I stick out a little bit more than you do.
What's the plan once we're infiltrating them?
I do not know because I don't know what we're dealing with.
I could try to sneak in and try to sabotage their carts.
How much do we know about the actual ritual?
You know very little. All you know is that it's called a proving
Sorry, I was
ceremony.
talking to Leosin, sorry.
Oh, Leosin?
Not Leosin.
Nassim.
Nassim.
I could only guess. It's called a proving ceremony, and Severin is holding it. So maybe he's proving why he's leader. I don't know. I suggest that we be there when it happened.
Be at the ceremony.
Yeah.
And the idea is that if he proves himself, he opens that door and Tiamat will enter our world today.
I don't know.
Sometime
May-
soon,
he-
though.
Well, certainly within the next 3 days.
Well, we have to do something to stop these wagons.
It's not the wagons.
I have a
Is
song.
Are the wagons traveling, or
You
is it
guys
just
remember my song, right?
From watching it, I believe the wagons are carrying the horde that they wish to bring to her. And
Wagons.
We remember the song. Yeah.
yes,
Oh, okay.
We're just trying to...
Right.
What was the
Okay.
other part of it?
It went like this. Wagons.
It's the same thing.
And then it went.
and you're walking as this is all going, yeah?
Yeah.
This is while you're walking. Okay.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Okay, good. It might be the second verse of the same song I sang before. So the first one was dragons. First verse, dragons. Second verse, wagons.
Same as the second
Third
verse. as the
verse.
first.
I'm looking for a rhyme.
Flagons.
Not quite. Please stay out of it, Shamgar.
Shouldn't we be
So I
on the way?
We probably need
We
to.
need to just keep moving. But the question is,
Let's
do we
think
try
about
to stop the wagons before they reach the ceremony? I mean, I can
Well, here's.
I can try to.
No, go
I
ahead.
can-
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, please go ahead.
yeah. I can try to release the horses from the wagons. I could chew through their.
Release the horses.
Yeah. I don't know.
It sounds
What
so
other ideas
rogue.
you would have?
Okay, how about this? Wheels turn. What if we stop them doing so?
Maybe.
Right? I mean, think about it. If we, like a rodent,
Are you just repeating what I've already done?
chewed the spokes or the shaft of the wheels.
Keep your teeth off the shaft, sir.
Well, I'm just saying, every one of these spoked wheels on these wagons has a shaft that can be chewed. You
All right. So
should potentially do.
we are not sure that this ritual is, or this ceremony is, location specific. If we destroy one of the wagons, or stop it from moving, it doesn't mean that they can't complete the ceremony.
No, but then why would they be in a caravan going somewhere? I mean, it's logical to think that they're going to a destination.
Otherwise, why would they even be in the caravan?
Why,
They would
why
just
didn't they just do it at home?
stay home?
Do the whole thing there. I mean,
Nassim, do we know of any location that this could be taking place in this area?
I don't know for sure. It would have to be some place where maybe the planar connection is close.
right. Of
The,
course.
where the veil is thin.
That's my point.
Do we know of an area around here?
I know of none. If we see the direction, maybe we can make a guess from the map.
Or send Greg ahead of them.
We could.
I don't think that. I think destroying the wagons will slow them down. It will not stop them, and they will continue to push forward.
Dragons.
That is a good point.
That's why the song makes sense. Verse 3.
But if we can hold them
Good,
off,
Shammy.
then it could be that if we held them off long enough, that it would be too late, that the planes will be too far apart, if we can hold them off that long.
And that's the question. How long can we hold them off?
Certainly if they brought everybody in wagons, there's a reason for doing that. I don't think that they will abandon everything in their wagons to walk the rest of the way. And if they do, it will take them a lot longer to get there.
I think that they will do anything that it takes to see this done.
Would you imagine that some or many of them are moving on foot? It may be a slow caravan.
It could be a slow caravan, that's true.
If many of them are moving on foot, I don't know if
Then
they would all
stopping the wagons.
stopping the wagons may not make a difference.
But then also, why do they have 3 wagons that seem more protected than the others? And we found the dust, and there was the parchment. What is it that they need to do here? Can't they just, if we at least slow them down, maybe we go ahead and then impersonate someone or something. Maybe you're a band or something at the other end.
We can't be
We are not
we can't
getting
be we
Start
would-
pulling up my drum.
No, that's not
Sorry.
No, Shamgar, it's okay.
I know verse
No
3
drum.
now.
No drum.
I'm just... Okay. So you're pretty sure we shouldn't do anything to these wagons?
I'm not
Let's
saying we
just-
shouldn't slow them down. I think that if they're trying to prove themselves, we need to find a way to unprove their abilities.
themselves to themselves.
Yes,
Yes.
something like that.
Nassim hands Pelter's parchment back to you before I forget.
Thank you.
Did you find anything in the parchment? Or about it?
Well, just what I told you, what Nagatomi was able to tell me, but again, he found nothing in his vast library of knowledge about Alun Fa. He's never heard of it.
Is there anything that I can catch from Nassim that isn't quite adding up?
Insight.
It's a 7.
You can
Do
tell
I feel
that
like
he's
Nassim is not telling me the truth?
insight.
No idea.
Oh, okay. That's a 2. Plus a 3.
You
That's a 5.
you can tell that he's very afraid, and very much of what he's saying seems to be coming from that fear. But you can't get any sense of anything beyond that. You don't know any depth, or you're not able to really read him very well this time. He's definitely not acting the way he normally does, but under the circumstances, that seems completely appropriate.
Nassim, I'm finding it very challenging to keep going at this with such little information. Have you nothing else to tell us?
That's all I know. Is what you brought me and what I've told them and what they told me.
All we know is that we need to stop them.
The terrible thing is, what if we're too late? And we had no time. What if we had no time? What if they do it?
Right now.
Well, has Greg?
He has not seen anything so far.
So Greg's still on lookout?
Yep.
Okay. I assume he would have come back for a bit of a rest at some point because he's been doing a lot of flying
Sure.
this whole night. But yeah, he's still on kind of not really seeing much. He's giving you images of the caravan. They're packing up. They're getting ready to go. It seems they'll be leaving within 10 minutes. You'll be getting there in about 5. So
I think that slowing them down is a good idea, and it might split their efforts, split their numbers. Perhaps half of them will continue on to the ceremony. That could give us a better chance. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, I just don't think it's the only idea. I think slowing them down as a means to an end makes sense.
are you all in your disguises by chance? Or no?
I think we...
We only have
Your
3.
help.
We only have 3.
No, I
four.
got one from...
Yeah, Nassim had a gnome-sized one that he could...
Yeah, I'll have mine on, but I'm not planning on joining them.
Okay.
And
I think Shamgar and I should, as I said, split off. And
I think that
just stay out of reach and out of sight.
what I could do is maybe if the caravan starts moving, I can try entangling the ones at the back.
Yeah.
How would you do that?
You haven't seen him use that spell?
We did alert
remember
them
that.
to your presence.
Oh, right. I do remember that spell.
Yeah.
Yes, in the...
Yeah, that way we don't need to kill them all. I mean, we could, but we don't need to. If we help
So
them
just
down.
pick off the back ones.
Well, we would hold them down.
It may alert the ones at the front.
It might, but if I stay hidden,
Yeah.
then they come back and they wonder, hey, what's going on?
I
And
say we try it.
at least it slows them down.
I
Maybe it
suppose.
splits the group, but at least it slows some of them down.
And perhaps
see.
it alerts them to our presence, and
I-
they speed up their journey, and then the end of the world.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I also wouldn't appear in the robes unless you see others in robes as well. They may still be dressed as merchants, in which case you'd be sticking out as a thorn, like a sore thumb.
There's got to be another way.
Well, as I said, when they break off, that's when we should try to join their ranks.
We break off, you try and join the ranks, you try and get information, you try and listen. Any information about the ceremony, how it's conducted, who's involved, what they have to accomplish.
So stay inconspicuous,
Yes.
unnoticeable.
Oh dear.
Just don't make any kind of crazy or...
I feel like I could do that. I could do that.
Yes, you could.
Why don't I join the group? And I'll walk with them and I'll listen to them since, they don't suspect me because I didn't blow Eric out. And then I can report back to you.
How does this costume look on me? So I put the robes on, and do I even? Come on! I mean, I don't even look like DeGraff anymore. I'm this guy who's in this costume, right, Shammy?
The talking is the same, though.
Right.
And you can't call people Shemmy.
And you
Right.
also
Or Cornelius.
walk.
That messed us up before.
Yeah,
He's right.
They might know your names. That would be bad.
They absolutely know our names.
Not mine.
We should use fake
see.
names.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not using names.
I don't think the names are the problem even. I think it's your faces now
Okay.
as well.
This is the plan. Shamgar and I will stay out of sight.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay. You will
I
infiltrate,
infiltrate.
and DeGraff will stay with us.
Definitely.
Okay. So
Nassim, what is your plan?
I think if I could infiltrate as well.
I think the two of you should.
Yes. All right. Let's be brothers.
Teamwork.
Okay.
Oh, brothers.
Now, Crichton made a good point about the cult outfits. We should stay out of sight while we wear them, and if we see some changing at some time, join them then. Yes?
Do not join them before then.
Do not before. In case they we were both in that camp.
Are we gonna have
They
brother
may
names?
recognize us. Yes.
What's your name gonna be?
Blumgarten.
Blumgarten?
Blumgarten.
And
Call
you
me
want
Blumgarten.
them to go to this thing?
It is a gnomish name.
2 gnomes walk into a camp.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We're little. They'll look over us. Overlook us?
Both.
Both.
All right, so when we get close enough,
Mhm.
where we can start to kind of see the road through the trees,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to break off with the 2 of them.
Okay.
With the 2 of us?
Are you guys being sneaky?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Roll stealth.
Damn sneaky. We hope.
We're being sneaky.
We're being sneaky, joining them.
Okay.
And
We're rolling stealth too.
Woo! That's better. 21. 22.
Okay.
Oh, chamois.
Shabby, shabby.
5.
16.
Okay.
20.
Okay. The average, you guys are good. You got a 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 16.
16.
Yeah.
All right. Nassim got like a 5. So we're not doing as well. We're making a little bit of rustling noises, but we still feel like we're not drawing any extra attention.
Okay.
You guys are moving fairly smoothly. You find that you're making pretty good time as you do it as well. You're able to pick your steps very well between stones or on stones as needed to make very little sound or disturbance in the area. You're following for a little while, but you notice that the Cult of the Dragon is holding back while the merchant caravan moves through the tunnel. And it seems a number of wagons have been holding back for this, but as the rest of the caravan goes through, that's where the cult starts to move off to the right of the tunnel. And after separating out, after about 30 minutes, they do start to don their uniforms and their outfits. And you see Severin come out and transform into a red half-dragon, shouting orders to others. You're a little at a distance, so it's hard to hear exactly what he is saying. I think now is the time for us to try and move in.
Agree. But, is Blumgarten our last name?
I was thinking that would be my first.
What's our last name?
Shum?
Shum?
Shum.
Shum. Where are we
Blumgarten, Shum, and what's your first name?
from? Shaftnibbler.
Shaftnibbler, okay, yes. I'll call you Shaft.
Okay.
Damn right.
Where were we born?
I don't. Ooh, to the west.
West. That's
to the
good.
west.
That's
There are
good.
many small gnome villages in the western woods.
Yeah,
and
the
I think
west.
we'll be from one of those. No one will look
Yeah,
at.
that's fine. Just from the west. What did our father do?
He was a cartographer.
Cartographer.
Yes.
And do we have any siblings?
No, just us. I don't think that's. I think we're okay at what we have. We can make it up as we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I just I don't do this a lot. So.
Let's do new stealth since we're moving into.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Super good. 12.
12. All right, he did a bit better this time. You both feel like we're doing a pretty good job. All right, so you guys, from where you are, you can see the 2 gnomes work their way into the crowd. What are you doing?
I would like to stay about 30 feet out from the back caravan.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Greg
Yep.
if he could patrol kind of where the cult went to the right
Yeah.
and the rest of them went inside the tunnel or whatever. I just want to make sure that there's not a lot of movement going back and forth so that we can kind of protect our path.
Okay. Yeah, it seemed like there was a pretty clean break. There was just a hesitant kind of holding back of all the wagons and just kind of like, no, go ahead. And then they just went.
Okay.
And they seem to be kind of going double time as they go. Yeah.
It's just so you know, it seems as though they're kind of quickening. They're definitely getting faster. I'm kind of worried about this. I'm not sure if our tactics will work here. I mean, Nassim and Cornelius, seriously, 2 tiny little things barely able to do anything really without us. I think we need to take things into our...
I have faith in our brothers.
You don't think we should take things into our own hands?
No, I think that we should quicken our pace and follow the lead wagon, not the back wagon. But other than that, I think that we wait.
Okay,
Haste
fine.
will be our doom, I believe.
Haste will be our doom.
Yes.
You think haste will be the doom?
Yes.
Shamgar, what say you?
Well, there's a lot of ways you can get doomed.
Haste, though, is the one thing that will doom us. Being quick.
No, big mouths do it as well. Outspoken out of turn.
Yeah, I agree. You should stay back. Maybe 30 feet, maybe 300. You do seem like, you're not exactly hitting on your stealth moves, and you're not really, doing things that monks should do quite well.
I'm sensing a lack of concentration from you, DeGraff. Your spirit seems
I think what
unsettled.
I think what you're sensing is a lack of respect.
Perhaps.
But you say stay back. Or go forward? I'm not sure what you're
I
saying.
say follow the lead wagon
Follow the lead wagon.
from a safe distance.
Sounds like he's making decisions in haste. But that's okay. Let's decide together then.
What is your plan, DeGraff? As we start to move and I quicken my pace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I sent Greg out to see what was going on behind the main wagons where they split off. And I say that we actually go and spend time just inside that cave so that we're not even showing at all.
They're not going in the cave.
I know.
They've split off.
We could stay at the entrance of the cave.
No, but
Be
they've-
totally hidden.
We've already left the cave, right? Like we're already up the side road, right?
Yeah, if you're following the cult, then you
They're
guys
moving away from the cave.
So
are
the-
away from the cave.
The
now.
main caravan went down the cave.
Yep,
the
and
cult,
the cult
went
broke off.
Broke off.
Yep, and you
right?
guys have been following them for a little while.
Before the cave or at the cave? Because my
At the cave.
At the cave, but
that's-
we're past the cave now. Cave's behind us.
Yeah. So
They've left the cave.
the caravan went through the cave. The cult proceeded to the right of the entrance of the cave.
How far
and
from the
continued.
cave is the caravan right now?
You guys have been following them for about half an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
What is your plan?
No, I think that what we should do is actually just stay back. Really, I think what Greg is telling us is that something is about to happen, and they are definitely getting faster, and so I would hate to be around when a giant dragon comes our way through some kind of portal from the other worlds.
Well, we're supposed to stop it. We can. That's the plan, right?
Well, it seems like we've lost two of our other compatriots to whatever plans they had, and I'm not sure that I want to put myself in harm's way just to save.
The world?
Well, is it really?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. As sure as I can be. As sure as the dreams we have all had. As sure as the reason that we're here today.
You're sure for sure there's the end of the world is coming today. These wagons.
If Tiamat is allowed.
Of all the wagons
to
in the
come
world,
through.
these are the wagons that will bring forth the end of the world.
Yes.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
So we're gonna trail the lead wagon.
Okay. Trailing the lead wagon. And you see through Greg's eyes, far off in the distance, you get a sense from him, a stark shock. A very large black dragon off on the horizon, heading off, seeming in the same direction as the cult. Okay, back to us.
Okay. Now, where are we joining the caravan from?
So-
Are we kind of at the back? Are we near the middle, whatever?
Nassim kind of suggests that you kind of just approach from the side very nonchalantly and kind of work your way
Okay.
in.
But we're in the lineup.
About the middle.
About the middle. Okay. So as we join into the group, I'll start walking close to a couple. Are there any other gnome cultists?
A couple that could be gnomes or halflings. It's a little hard to tell. There's some similarity in height. Gnomes sometimes are a little bit taller than halflings, and the other way around as well. It's a little.
I think I'd want to stay away from other gnomes in case they start asking too many questions.
Sure.
And they'd probably know me already. So
What? Gnome you already?
maybe I'll walk near. Are there any like half elves or halflings?
It's hard to tell with the robes on. You have to get a really close look at somebody to kind of get an idea of their race other than their height.
Okay. Are there any pair of them that are talking to each other, or like a little more friendly with each other, or are they all just marching straight, grumpy?
Give me a perception roll. And on top of this, I'll say that everybody that now has a good view of the caravan can see that they've actually got 12 wagons total and quite a few more people than expected.
Oh gosh.
Seems that they had a lot of people throughout the full merchant caravan.
Okay. It was a 12.
12, okay. Okay, Nassim didn't do any better than that. You do see people talking ahead, but you can't tell exactly how chummy or close they are. What would you like to do? Should we listen in?
Yeah, do you think we should just make some light conversation?
Just make some light conversation. So as you're starting to walk up, you hear them saying, yeah, news from Elturel. Seems anybody that's teleporting out of there is talking about these Order of Dragon's Bane. We finally have names for these pests that did in Langdrosa. And another one says, I heard they hit Severin's wagon and stole something important. And then another one says back to him, he must be shaking in his boots. If they're here, that's pathetic.
They're here, that's pathetic.
No, more like Severin must be shaking in his
If
boots.
they're here,
If they're here,
that's
pathetic.
Got it.
So you get a sense there's some dissension in the ranks.
Yeah, and some of them actually are cheering for the underdog almost, it seems.
In the tone, I would say not necessarily cheering for the underdog, but saying that they don't think they don't think Severin has what it takes to be able to do what he says he's going to do. The Cult of the Dragon has been trying to do stuff like this for millennia and has never succeeded.
So I wonder if they actually have my name. If they know all the names, I guess they would know what I look like anyways. Because I wasn't called.
Did I mention you in the?
No,
I didn't.
And I was a bear, so they don't even know that I look like one of your band members.
So you're totally unimportant right now.
Is this as Joel the player?
Yes, that was Joel the player.
So
That's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say, oh shoot, so they're talking. So we'll kind of walk up closer to them, and I'll kind of nudge one of them on the leg. Be like, did you see that guy throwing up back there? Back at the camp where we stopped?
when?
He was behind the cart throwing up everything. It was hilarious.
Throwing up everywhere.
Everywhere.
Where? Oh, he's back there.
Yeah, I was not right now, but behind one of the wagons earlier.
We got some people weak of constitution here, eh?
Yeah, I hear he was the guy that was supposed to be guarding the wagon.
So that's a weird thing, huh?
That's a weird thing.
Man, that's funny.
So,
Yeah.
are we almost there, you think?
I don't know. I think I heard we'll get there before lunch.
Today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speed we're moving.
So close.
Yeah, we know. Keep an eye out, eh? There's
There's
lots joining us from the woods, because we got everyone coming at this.
That's great.
You excited for this proving? I can't wait to see when Sylvan gets proven as a real fake.
Yeah, that's what they're proving today.
Oh, yeah.
So he's a fake.
Listen, as much as I'd love to see Team Up come back, I don't see any reason why he's going to do it. I can't see him doing anything. This guy, he hasn't even been here for most of this. He wasn't at the camp, right? He showed up, he found all those scrolls, and that was it, yeah?
That's all he did.
Mm-hmm.
Found the
That
scrolls.
was
All
it.
the
He
scrolls.
found
How
all
many
those
were there?
scrolls in that ruin, and that was it.
Really?
He didn't even show up at the camp, didn't show his face.
Yeah. He didn't even. He wasn't even at the camp.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
So the leader doesn't
Where do you
even
think-
represent himself.
Where do you think
Leaves
he
it
was?
to Resmi and Langdrosa, who feel like a little weakling to this 4 dragons bane.
Preach.
Yeah.
Yash must
Yeah.
be afraid of them.
No, you don't. No. Listen, I've heard that they're scary, right? I've heard they've got like some golden dragon man, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard they've got this man that kills you with guitars. And I've heard that they've got this really big tall guy, right?
Yeah.
And this drunk dwarf. And then this other dwarf. And then I've heard that they've got this gnome that's like the tallest gnome. And he's like the size of a man. But he's actually a gnome.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about this guitar guy, but the rest sounds great.
Now look, I've heard that the guitar guy's the worst of them all. I heard that they found Langdrosa with a flute up his bum.
One time at the camp,
I'm telling you, where it travels, man, things like that, it's just, you can't even... Who'd make that up, you know?
Huh?
It's disgusting.
imagine the sound.
Dude, you're funny.
Yeah. Hey, so where we're heading?
Yeah.
Boy, it's been a while since we've been there before.
Look, I don't know. I haven't been there before. You've been there before?
No, I'm new.
Man, yeah, no, I'm following the High Priest and Severin. They know where we're going, but they're not telling anyone else. Final
The High Priest guy,
destination.
he's okay. You think?
Oh yeah, High Priest is good.
What's his
I-
name?
I'm
again?
thinking
I
we-
can't remember his name. Is Kevin?
That's the weird thing about the High Priest. That's all we know him as the High Priest.
Yeah.
You never see his face. He's always wearing a mask.
High Priest.
Yeah, but that's for reason, you know. It's for security.
Of course.
He only shows up. You only see him as High Priest at certain events. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know who he is.
Makes him special.
Super special.
Yeah, I should do that.
You should. I think maybe we all should. Now when we know who we are, you know, right?
Yeah,
Wearing
yeah,
disguises, wearing masks.
Disguise.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's half a day. Okay, by lunch.
Yeah,
And then when is the...
just
when
a few
is,
hours left now.
And we're going to have lunch first and then the ceremony?
I don't know. I'm sure they just... Well, they said the ceremony's tonight. Yeah, we're probably just waiting for everybody else to show up.
We'll have lunch first. Everybody will come.
Oh man, you're in for a sight, you know. I've heard that there's dragons coming. I've heard we've got all kinds of kobolds coming too. All the drakes. We've got everybody that's involved. None of those, you know, crazy mercenaries that we had when we did those raids though. No, it's just cult people now. Yeah?
Yeah, just us.
Just us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
That's right. Yeah.
Whew. All right.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name's Shaft Nibbler.
Chef Nibbler. I love... Man, I
love
love you gnomes and your stupid names.
It's a long story.
Yeah, man, you look, after this proving thing goes wrong, let's say you and me get drunk, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love getting
Yeah,
drunk.
we get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
And some other guys cheer. Yeah.
All right, so I gotta fall back a little bit. Woo! Fall back a bit with Plum Garden.
All right, now, you guys.
Have we lost sight of the 2 gnomes?
You have an idea
this
of where
whole
they are, but give me a perception to see if you're keeping a close enough eye and to see exactly where they are.
That's 12 or 12.
Okay. That advantage, man. Yeah, you don't see exactly where they are. You just have a general idea of where they've disappeared into the group.
Okay. Are we at the front, following the front wagon yet?
Yeah, if you guys are making your way towards the front wagon, you're just about there.
So Greg would actually... sorry. I imagine Greg would probably fit in with this group.
Do we see any other pseudo dragons or anything out of the ordinary?
You have seen... here, let me... Do you want to roll investigation for Greg.
Okay.
And you guys being where you are, I guess, yeah, just everybody give me an investigation there.
Oh, gosh. 4 for
Natural
me.
one.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Okay, you've been so focused on getting, trying to keep up while sneaking that you're not paying attention to, pseudo dragons.
Okay.
With a 14, you do see a couple of pseudo dragons around. They're not treated very well necessarily because they're seen as just, a lesser form of dragon, right?
So they're flying around, or they're?
They're usually sitting with people on a shoulder or chained to a wagon. Yeah, used a little bit as as lookouts.
What do you see, Shamgar?
Yeah, there's lots of, other Gregs.
There?
Yeah. Just
He could fit in. Perhaps if he can find, right now, if you call him back,
Right.
if he can find Cornelius and get some information back to us, he can be a conveyor of
Wait a
information.
moment. Didn't you have, bandages all over your face when we were in the band?
Yes.
Then technically, wouldn't you fit in?
Although I am of the gold
Oh, right.
breed, that will probably not be looked upon.
why not?
Metallic dragons and chromatic dragons don't get along, to say the least.
Okay,
Sworn
well,
enemies.
so Greg, you're thinking he should go. He'll go in, he'll swoop in. He's probably smarter than the other ones, I would imagine.
There are
He
lots
does
around.
speak, which is pretty special.
Yes.
Yes, and maybe he can intuit even. Maybe I can get some information from those dragons.
Possible. But I think he should find Cornelius and Nassim and see if they found any information over the last 45 minutes.
Let me see what I can do. Okay, Greg. Try to find Cornelius and Nassim. Go.
All right, so he's flying back over the caravan of cultists, and give me a perception roll for him. Do you remember his stats?
+3. Yeah, it's 5.
5. Okay. He doesn't see them. He doesn't see them there.
Greg
But
doesn't see.
he does see some of the other pseudo dragons, and it reminds you that he's not the same color as pseudo dragons usually are.
Aha! We should actually bring Greg back. Greg, come. So I call him back.
Okay. To you?
Yep.
All right. He comes back to you, and he sits on your shoulder, grunts, kind of breathing heavy from all the flying. You can feel a little bit of the seething fuming coming from his mouth, a little bit of a drip of acid. He's a little mad from all this exercise.
I forgot that the ones that they were seeing, that he was seeing, they're different color than he is. I don't think we'll be able to use them the way we intend to.
Can you get Cornelius' attention through your ring?
Yes, I can.
Send him a message.
Sure.
Like write a message and pass it through the ring. Little note paper.
Great idea. Hadn't thought about it.
Tell him to meet us in the tree line
Okay.
in 5 minutes. On the
So,
right side of the
I pull out a little
Right.
piece of parchment. I write out, Cornelius, meet us on the south
on
side?
the right side.
On the
of
right
of
side
the wagon.
of the wagons.
In the tree line.
In the tree line.
In. I keep saying minutes, but there aren't really minutes in this world.
What are they?
As far as time, I mean, we just
5 moments.
yeah, you can.
In 5
we'll call it
moments.
minutes.
Yes.
Moment-esque periods.
Momentous periods. Roll up. Let's hope this works.
Can you just pass it? Do you have to throw it through?
Well,
It appears.
zah,
Okay.
like
Okay.
throw.
And it pulls it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so however you're holding your hand, wherever your hand is at this time, this little piece of paper flies out of it.
Well, I'm probably just walking along with my hands at my side.
All right. So you're walking along. Give me perception if you notice that it went through.
We're gonna fix it up. Oh dear.
Oh,
7.
mother.
Okay. It flies out, hits your side, lands on the ground. You didn't even notice it.
Okay.
What about Nassim's?
So, yeah, does Nassim
Didn't Nassim notice
if I did?
at all?
Plum Garden.
Garden shop.
No.
So,
Did any of the dragons?
I have I had actually been planning to write a message to them.
Right.
But the first thing I'm going to do is pick up 2 pebbles from the road
Yeah.
and throw them through the ring.
Okay.
And then ask Baumgarten will say, we need to get a message to the other guys. How do you have some paper and a writing tool?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna take it, and I'm just gonna write dragons, drakes, more coming in the woods, or more in the woods, and I'll just and
Okay. And right there, we're going to take a very quick break.
Nice.
So, do all your bio break stuff that you need to do. We're going to try and keep it brief if possible,
Yep.
just so we can
Yes.
cover everything else that
Yes.
is here.
Real
Yeah.
quick, Ryan, is there any questions from Rebecca or the chat? Okay. And then also, Joel, will I go do that? Do you want to talk about Super Chat
Yeah,
and
sure.
how it works?
Yes,
today?
totally.
And then we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys, because Joel has some really important information.
I did
Yes.
see some color changing over here. Does that mean that we had some super chats?
Well, I tested the super chat,
Interesting.
and it worked.
Wonderful.
So it was a little bit delayed, I think. But that's okay. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting there.
Getting there.
We're getting there. It'll be super cool if it's fast. And so, and I think it's supposed to be like one or 2 seconds from when you do a super chat to when you see it show up.
Cool.
Aloha, everyone.
Yes.
Keep comments coming. We're giving away stuff. I'm just reading the comments on YouTube, so feel free to ask questions, folks. They are so. Where is everyone from in the chat? Because I will. I would love to know. Like someone just said aloha. So if Braxton Roca is from Hawaii, please tell me what the temperature is outside.
It's probably warmer than here.
I should show you the snow we have outside.
Oh man, we had a windstorm
It
yesterday.
was crazy.
Yeah.
So yes, interested to find out where everyone is from.
Mm-hmm.
Super chat. So how we want to really use this feature quite a lot. I know that Jay and Brandon and I have been kind of working out how to use it. So if you have any comments or questions about these ideas, let us know. But I'm going to put a few out there, and I would love some feedback. So one of the ways we could use it is by doing a little bit of a marketplace. Again, none of these are set in stone, and we allow the DMs to basically make the final call, so to speak, as to how these are going to work. But we're thinking perhaps a little marketplace so that during the break, you guys at home can buy us buffs or inspiration or potentially potions, although one-time use items primarily, I think, just so that we don't break Dungeons and Dragons as a game.
We don't want to make it a nightmare to run necessarily, or even play.
There's a lot of, as you can imagine, a lot of challenging mechanics in Dungeons and Dragons that would easily break if you kind of just throw things into the gameplay.
However, we do want to be able to, do some fun stuff like that, where you could get specific items for the party or something like that.
Totally.
That might be fun to be able to offer that kind of thing.
It might be cool to do at really, really high levels. Yes, please. Thank you so much for bringing me something to drink. I really do
bring this one for you. I'm
appreciate.
sorry.
You didn't.
I forgot you were here.
as most
Don't-
everyone does.
Don't even know why you're here. It's weird.
So another option potentially is battles, potentially with again to the discretion of the DM, potentially boss battles or kind of large battles interwoven into the story, but potentially randomly. So imagine like for a relatively high cost, you could totally just trigger a battle at a moment's notice. That would be very hard, but that would be fun.
Would you like half of this? It's really terrible.
No, I don't.
It's de-alcoholized Heineken, not a sponsor. It's so bad.
I feel terrible for you.
Nothing about that sounds good.
Yeah.
So, one of the other things we were talking about is it would be really cool if people could give like little bits of healing to the party, and potentially also little bits of healing to the enemies if they wanted. If they're thinking, hey, these guys are having it a little too easy,
Yeah.
and I think we should make this a little bit harder for them.
Yeah.
Then we were thinking maybe that's something that could happen in the future too. So let us know what you think of these ideas, because
Yeah.
we'd love to get your feedback on that.
Totally.
We're gonna get wiped by a small tribe of immortal goblins.
Yeah, like
Who happen to
one
live
goblin.
at home watching on YouTube.
One goblin. People keep buffing him. Like,
I can see.
got you.
I can see. I really like. Brandon mentioned this earlier. The idea of having like a bar across the bottom of the stream or something. That as we accumulate super chats, something triggers along the way. So like, there's a milestone that we have to reach collectively as viewers, right? And then it just triggers something, either an event or some kind of buff for the. Oh, what's that?
Oh.
Someone did something. That's just. Come on,
I thought it was
man.
a super chat.
Ryan,
So
super
thank you for
Super
getting us all
chat.
excited.
Super chat.
So we're just trying to find some really cool ways that you guys can take part in the game and impact the journey as well, because that's something that we like, is that kind of random aspect of allowing people such as yourselves to be able to, change something in the game, affect the story in some way.
Totally.
That's why we've been doing votes and things pretty much from the beginning. People voting on what's going to happen, what the party gets after a certain fight, who gets inspiration, what kind of enemies or hazards are coming up.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Jaded Seed is from New York City. Mm-hmm. New York, New York.
We were there in November. No,
We were.
December, actually.
In December. We were there.
Yeah.
Maine. Someone from Maine.
Excellent. I've heard it's nice there.
I've heard it's nice. Hawaii. The temperature
Aloha.
is 84 degrees Celsius.
Celsius.
No, that's not.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you die.
Fahrenheit.
Okay, all right. Fahrenheit makes more sense.
Final moments.
Fahrenheit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our condolences.
And then I'm
Can I
trying to
ask
find.
you? So if I super chatted that much, isn't it just going to turn that color?
It's going to turn the blue color, which is
this-
that color.
What's this,
Which
white?
That's white. It should turn
Yeah.
that
So if I
color.
do this.
If you do it
So
right
you're,
now,
You're super chatting right now? Let's see.
that's what he's gonna do.
Because I want to see what happens.
So, excuse me. I apologize, everybody, if I sound a little bit froggy. I am getting over a cold. So,
Did it go?
yeah, I just gotta.
Oh, pay with touch.
easy being free. Usually I can do that voice.
That's
Right
why
now I
I see it.
cannot because of this.
So you can't even
All right.
Let's
do this.
Oh, I did that!
Oh, there it is.
Vote for Cornelius!
All right.
I paid for that
I should've
message
got
to
some
say
water.
vote for Cornelius.
Vote for Cornelius.
Yeah, that's what the super chat message says.
Oh no! Now he has inspiration for the rest of the game.
No,
I'm just
that's
kidding.
not. It worked. That's not.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Whoa!
It worked
Whoa.
on you too. That's
Because you said your name?
Ryan must have done that, because I did not program that light to do that.
Wait, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. So how much did you donate?
$2.79.
So,
which
so
is
you don't
about-
get an inspiration
Okay.
for that?
No.
How much did I need?
Oh. Over 10.
Over $10.
Oh, I just wasted $2.79.
Okay.
We can't pay for ourselves to get inspiration. That is a new rule.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Okay.
Gentlemen, we're going to get right back into the game. And I think we should do a bit of a time skip to move ahead into some other things.
Well, I
if
just
you
gave
guys
them a
are
big warning.
Yeah, you gave them a big warning. You're passing the note through the ring?
Yeah.
All right.
Because
Graph.
there's people joining from the woods, and they're in the woods.
So, DeGraff, I would like to have a perception roll from you to see if you notice this coming through the ring.
Can we all perceive? Because we all are sort of expecting.
How close together are you?
I would imagine we're actually quite close, given that we're all trying.
If you're all within 5 feet of each other, then yes, you can roll perception as well. However, yes, I'll just, no disadvantage, just perception.
So I
Natural 20.
12 for me.
23.
Okay. Neither of you notice, but Crichton sees this little piece of paper fly out of your hand and land in the underbrush.
And I grab it.
And you saw where it landed because you've got a really good roll. So you pick it up.
Okay, I pick it up. I unroll it and I read it. I try to keep it to myself, actually.
Oh, right.
So you read it, and it says that there are going to be dragons, cultists, and drakes coming.
Does he have
Joining
any
the-
idea?
the
Wait a
caravan
second,
from the
wait a
forest.
second. Does he have any idea where this note came from?
He saw
Did
it
he-
come out of your hand.
Out of my
He
hand?
got a 23, a natural 20, really. So
Okay.
yeah,
Just making
Yeah.
sure that he actually does.
Yeah,
know.
Joel.
yes.
Just wondering.
And we all knew that you had sent him a note like 2 seconds earlier.
Yes, prior to that, we knew we'd sent it over there.
So. Okay, so I read it. So what does it say?
Yeah. So, tell him.
I wrote dragons, kobolds, and more in the woods.
Halt.
Okay.
What? This came out of your ring. Perhaps you should pay closer attention and close your hand when you're expecting notes back. Dragons, kobolds, and drakes are
There's
joining
really
us as
so
well.
many factors in the world that I can't control. It's almost like
Dragons,
there's a roll of the
kobolds, and
dice.
drakes
Oh my.
are joining. But he didn't answer your question. That he got your message. Perhaps we should send one back.
I agree. Let's do it again. Because, you know,
I don't know if he's supposed to meet us. Or do we wait?
I mean, what do we say?
Right back on this note.
So I write back.
Yes.
So I take the note that Crichton has. I take it back. So it says dragons, kobolds, and more in the forest. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll flip it to the other side, and I'll write lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thank goodness.
So what do we say to this man?
Just tell him that's great. We have more to speak about. Meet us in the woods
So I write.
to the right of the caravan.
So I write, great! Exclamation mark. We'll meet you in the woods across from the caravan. Make
On
sense?
the right side.
On the right side. We'll meet you on the right side of caravan. Flippity flip.
Close.
All right. So I'm assuming you're watching your hand.
Yeah.
So this pops out. You catch it. You read it.
He says that's great. They want us to
What
meet
else?
them in the woods.
We're in the. No, we're not in the woods. They're in the woods.
They're in the woods.
I
They
see.
want us to meet them in the woods, but I don't know if it makes sense for us to just leave the caravan that we carefully infiltrated to go
Right.
and find them in the woods.
Would it
How
seem
would we
weird for us to walk
Just
away?
walk into the woods. Why don't you stay here? If anyone asks, I've gone to pee.
All right. I've got you covered. Don't worry.
Okay.
Alright.
We're still close to the chummy buddies, I guess, that we were near.
Close enough.
So, okay, that's fine. As I'll jog away, kind of look over my shoulder and see if they notice me running away. I'm not sneaking necessarily. I've got a
Yeah.
good alibi. So I'm going to run into the woods.
Okay. Yeah. As you look over your shoulder, it doesn't look like anybody cares.
Okay.
So you go off into the woods,
Mhm.
and you guys find each other after a few moments.
What is?
You didn't get it?
No.
You did.
We
'cause
saw
I
the
said it
dragons,
back.
the kobolds, and the drakes.
Yeah, there's apparently lots more joining. We're supposed to be there before lunch, which is good news.
That's only a few hours.
And you know that
Yeah.
that's less than 3 hours now.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yes.
And they're going to do the ceremony tonight.
Do we know what the ceremony is?
Yes, the proving ceremony.
Do we know what it involves?
Not entirely.
Do you
But it's
feel
to
like you?
prove. I think it's to prove if Severin is a good enough leader. Bless you.
Can you get more information on the actual ceremony itself?
It's not so easy.
No, I understand. You've done very well so far.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, Plumgarden and I were killing it.
Who did you get this
Oh,
information
and the
from?
high priest. There's a high priest. And you never see his face. But they're really afraid of us, too. I found that out.
What?
Us?
What do you mean?
Not you.
Of us?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stories all about us. How
Are you sure they didn't say
we're
anything about me?
terrified, and apparently,
Yes.
Severin is afraid.
Of you as
That's
well.
good. He should be.
Yeah, they said I'm as tall as a giant. I'm like a special gnome that's tall. Okay, he said as a man. He said as tall as a man.
And they didn't even make mention of me once.
They said there was a man with a guitar as well, and a fierce dragon, and a warrior with a drum, and 2 drunk gnomes.
Well, I think
No. Dwarves.
I think we should send him back. He's obviously doing a good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so this time,
But
They think I'm
wait,
just peeing, so I do
who
have
did you
to
get this information from?
The man. And,
Trusting?
What?
Was he truthful? Do you feel like you could trust him?
Yeah.
okay, but this time I want you to go back, and I need you to tell them that the man with the guitar was the greatest of them all.
I really have a
Cornelius.
problem with lying, Digraf.
I tried to not charm him. I'm just trying to persuade him to do what I'm asking.
It's really against my character to lie.
That's fine. It's not lying since it's the truth.
That's what he has to persuade you.
So I'm. Can I do a persuasion?
Persuasion, insight.
Should be Constitution.
Oh yeah, 26.
Shut up.
Is that natural 20?
No,
What is it? Insight?
it's an 18.
Insight.
Oh, 23! I got a natural 20.
Okay.
And if he didn't, I would have super chatted, so he had inspiration.
Oh man. That's
I didn't cast a spell on him. I'm just trying to persuade him.
so. How are you responding then?
I'll just kind of smile and be like, okay.
Cornelius,
Thank you.
this person you spoke to. What is the general feeling in the camp?
There seems to be a little bit of dissension.
Really?
I'm not sure if they're all totally on board with Severin. He seemed kind of excited
Is there
that the Order of Dragons thing was there.
is there any chance that we could spread that dissension and perhaps even create an uprising
Before noon.
and set them against each other? Yes.
Potentially.
There's 3 hours.
I like this idea.
Because then you say, do they actually like the Order of Dragon's Bane? Are they fans? Or
I think in a way, but look, I don't think that they're just gonna
what
flat
if
out betray Severin before the
he, no?
proving.
So well, listen. What if he told them, somebody have makeup? I thought I heard somebody had a disguise kit.
I do.
Could we make me look like a different colored dragon?
What?
Or something?
Like a black one?
There were.
As difficult as this is for me, we could tell them that there's someone in the ranks that wants to challenge Severin. And that when the time comes, if they join, they will have their chance.
We could very easily turn the
take
coals
supremacy.
from a campfire into some kind of cover.
Sure.
He could show up as a pure black dragon.
I don't want anything to do with that.
Really?
But you guys do what you need to do, and that sounds good.
If you spread the word, say there's a rumor, just say there's a rumor you heard that there was a half dragon in the ranks that wants to unseat Severin.
Yeah.
And start to spread that and see how the reaction.
And then what? And I'm gonna sneak back out here for another peek.
Send us a note. Let us know how it goes.
Seems to be working so far.
Okay. Should I say that it's a half dragon?
Yes.
Yes. Say that
How else will we
you've
convince
heard
them?
rumors that there's a half dragon
Okay.
who wants to take Severin's place.
All right. I'll try it. Hey.
And find out more about the proving ceremony if you can.
Send it to us in a note. I quite like this thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I
Alright.
turn and I'll jog back.
Okay. Jog back. And you find Nassim where you left him for the most part. What did they have to say?
Crane was suggesting that.
No names.
Oh.
But I understand. Just tell me what he said.
The beaked one.
Yeah.
He was suggesting that we could spread some dissension in the ranks
Oh.
by telling them that there's a half-dragon who wants to challenge Severin for leadership.
Oh. You guys like taking chances.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, okay.
I wasn't really on board with the plan.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think? No?
He doesn't have a tail.
He's, yeah, and he's gold, but he's gonna paint himself
What color?
black.
Black. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, we can try. Yeah, we can try. What do you think? You don't look convinced.
yeah, not really.
Well, we can still try what we've seen. That there are some
Do
that
you think that Crichton could take on Severin?
well, all of you together did take down Langdrosa, but Severin, if he's leader, I mean,
Pretty strong.
I guess so, right? There's a reason they follow him, right?
Yeah. And I don't even know if Crichton's our leader. There's only 3 of us.
Well, he does seem strong. Maybe he can do it.
Well, if he's the leader, then there's 3 followers.
So it's,
No math.
do you want me to? Should we just go and start spreading word
Yeah, I guess.
together or separate?
Severin. No, probably together.
Together.
Let's do it together.
Together.
Just-
Together. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're brothers.
Brothers. Yeah.
Brothers.
Yes. I forgot our last.
Oh, don't forget.
I
Don't forget we're brothers. That's the whole.
No, I
problem.
remember we're brothers. I just forgot some of the details. That's okay. We'll be fine. So,
So we'll. I don't know how
should
much
we
we want to.
start? Just what do we do? Just like
Maybe with the,
somebody wants to
friendly
challenge
ones.
Severin, pass it on.
Yeah. Let's start with the chatty ones.
All right.
Alright,
Okay.
so let's.
They're up ahead.
Yeah. So
Okay.
skip up to the guys up ahead. Like, hey,
Yeah.
do you know what I heard from the back of the caravan?
What are they talking about back there?
I heard that somebody wants to challenge
Shit.
Severin for the leadership.
You hear this one? That's funny. That's funny. That is. It's real funny. Who is it?
I don't know, it's a half-dragon apparently.
One of the worm speakers.
Maybe.
The only half dragons we go here are worm speakers.
Must be one of them, I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe there's another one. Maybe there's
Alright.
another one joining us.
What's the name?
I don't have a name.
Oh.
But I.
What's his color? Is it Resmir?
I don't know.
He's the black worm speaker.
No, don't think it's him.
No.
It's another one.
This group's a mess.
Oh, it is. It is. They're falling apart. I tell you, the last cult I was in was way better than this one. Really properly run. It just shows how weak Severin is.
That's cool.
I mean, it's the thing I say.
Alright.
Yeah.
You're a funny one, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you joking me about this challenge?
No.
I think today is not a good day for it.
Well,
I mean,
one is a good day to challenge for the leadership of the cult.
yeah,
right?
but
Right.
look, we talk crap about him, but we're in the minority, you know?
I don't know. Maybe you're not.
I think maybe. I mean, there's a group of us here, but some of those wankers over there, they're singing colon for Tiamat. They're so excited. Glory, beauty to Tiamat. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not mocking, maybe.
I know, these guys are really into it. I'd love to see with Ross. I just don't think Severin could do it. I don't think he's it. Look, if we're going to pull it through, you know, you got to have something strong to do it. You know what I mean? And he's strong. He's strong, right? He's leader, you know? But I don't know if he can do that. Come on, she's a god. She's a god of all evil dragons, right? You know, right?
Yeah.
All chromatics,
Yeah,
right?
all the
She's
colours.
she's the beast, you know.
Rainbow.
Beautiful. wonderful.
Yeah.
Should come through, make this world a better place, you know?
Get rid of all those gold ones.
Yeah, and kill all the smooth skins that aren't following her too, you
The
know?
smooth skin.
Yeah, folks like us, but the
They
ones
don't
that aren't
fall
devoted
with
to her, you know? Yeah, she'll clean this whole world is what she'll do.
That'd be good.
Yeah, right. But, look,
But
I would love to see it come. I just don't think he's going to do it.
yeah, but what about this challenger? Do you think you should do it?
I don't know, man. He'd have a lot of people stand against him. It's not really our thing to just challenge the leader, you know?
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean,
We're not a tribe or a cult,
No,
you know?
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Look, if he wants to do it, fine. But, like, he's going to have to go through the other worm speakers too. You can't just challenge a 40 like that, you know?
all right. What's he thinking? Crazy.
No, me? Oh, man.
It's like
He's
crazy,
good.
like a dragon's brainer guy.
Oh, man. I'm getting hungry. Man,
me too.
I can't wait till we get there.
Almost there, right?
Yeah. I think,
what's this,
I don't know, look at the sun, though. Maybe 2 hours left.
Is there some good seating there? You know, just because I'm small and
I think it's standing room only, mate. Like, it's just, we're going to get there and just wait it out, you know? Wait for everyone to show up, and then at night, do this proving, laugh at Severin,
Yeah.
cut our losses, and go.
Have you been to a proving before?
No, I've heard about one, but I haven't been to one.
What have you heard?
Well, they just do this thing, right? Because, alright, so here's the thing. They want to find out if he's got some strong connection with this Tiamat, right? Right? And they've got some sort of ritual that will show whether or not he's got this connection, right? And if he's got this connection, then he can pull her through.
Yeah. What's the ritual involved? What does that involve?
I'm not sure. I heard it gets really dark, and then something gets real bright, and then that's it.
That's it?
Oh man, I'm telling you from what people tell me, right?
It
They
just
get
gets dark and then
the
it gets
people
light? That's
look,
not
look.
very
The people that
helpful.
have seen it get really, really excited. But I think that they're just full of it, you know. Come on,
Who's seen it? Have any of your friends seen it?
I don't know. Just finds one of those guys that are singing along, you know, just singing about the beauty of Tiamat, you know.
I should talk to one of those guys.
Some of those guys have probably got an
But
idea.
I
Yeah?
won't mention the black dragon
Probably a good idea.
between us.
They would probably take you on the spot. These guys,
Don't want that.
they don't like bad news. They just want to hear about the good stuff, right? They're not realists, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brainwashed.
You could say that. I think they're just too optimistic, you know what I mean? Yeah. Right. So,
Right.
anyway, either way, looking forward to the beers later. Yeah? Can have some ale.
Lots of
Maybe finally, and it's
all the ale.
there's going to be some good casks of stuff, right? Because we took some real good stuff from those towns, right? And we got some good stuff that is part of Tiamat's hoard. And after the dude's not, proven wrong, I think we could drink it, yeah? What do you think? I've got an eye on a cask back there, you know? Yeah, I think that's going to be ours. Right.
All right.
All right.
I know that.
All right. Right after this
after
whole
the
thing
thing
fails,
fails.
we're going to go, we're going to drink.
Drink 'em
It's
all.
going to be great.
Drink 'em all.
All right?
Woo!
Yeah! All right.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
I go back to. Go back to.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing while this is going on?
Following that lead wagon.
Okay, so following the lead wagon, you
I suggest
Yeah.
perhaps we send Greg up ahead. See if there's any sort of clearing or any destination we're heading to.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's send Greg. I'm having weird feelings about this. Every time something is sent through my hand, now I feel as though I'll miss it, and I'm not sure.
Just wear a bag. Just always have a bag on. Get it all.
now you do remember if you have something over your hand, like a glove or something like that, it won't work.
Can you just close
But a
your
bag.
A
Like,
bag,
Not a bad idea.
a bag,
your hand in a fist.
anything that's covering your hand will cause it not to work. Holding your hand in a fist would be fine.
You know, I might take you up on that advice. The bag is quite a unique idea. Yes. Okay. So, we've got this tool. We can send back and forth any messages with Cornelius that we want. He's now listening to us. I'm now ready for him. How do we proceed? What information are we getting from him, and what should we do? You're saying to the front of the... Right?
I just want to find out if there's anything ahead that's clear about the direction we're heading.
So I'll send Greg. Greg, is there anything?
So Greg just grunts, and he continues forward. And he he goes and he does it, but you can tell he's still seething with hateful rage towards you. And he moves forward, seeing through his eyes. You can see that the forest tapers off and clears very, very soon up ahead. Wide open plains, completely flat, no pathways or anything. So it's hard to see if there's any intended direction that they're planning to go from that point.
No ruins or nothing in the...
It's flat plains like Western Canada. Yeah.
Greg sees nothing.
We're still hours out, so...
Right.
They are starting to pick up speed, you notice as well.
Okay, we keep speed.
Almost at a jogging pace now.
They are moving quite quickly.
So everyone around the wagons that's walking is also jogging? Or is everybody
So
in the
you notice as Greg is flying up, the lead wagon is Severin's. And you notice the three worm speaker wagons are all up at the front. And they start moving faster, and then everybody else starts to match their speed.
They're picking up speed, I can tell.
Yeah.
I should bring Greg back. He's going to be way too far now. That's fine. Okay, so I bring him back.
Okay, you bring Greg back. We're going to skip a little bit of time.
Yep.
And they're about 10 minutes away from their destination now. You start hearing them call back, saying, almost there, just arriving, slow down. And then as they reach the destination, they stop, they start unpacking. I'm going to start throwing down some minis here. And you guys start talking about what you are doing.
perhaps send ahead now.
Okay.
And see if he can get a lay of the land.
I forget. Where did we land with the bag idea?
Okay. I'll agree. I'll do it this time. And maybe I'll make that... Okay, do you have a bag on you?
I thought someone did, but I don't have one.
I don't know, but it looks like you have inspiration.
Oh!
Really? Hello.
It's changing colors, but...
Inspiration to Shammy.
Inspiration to Shammy.
Shammy. Shammy is inspired.
What? Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Rebecca was like, "That's for Shamgar for being on point all night."
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, so cool.
Oh gosh.
There are not enough minis to represent the entirety of everybody that is in there.
Can I send a note through the ring? Can I?
Yeah.
I want to send a note through the ring that says, "Challenging Severin equals challenging all."
Challenging Severin equals challenging all.
Yeah.
Okay, so I receive the note
Yeah.
in my fist. I'm like, oh, gentlemen, Cornelius sent me a message. Look. And I open it up. It says, challenging Severin. His spelling is terrible. I think he means Severin.
What is going on here?
Man's...
That's not a character trait.
He's making it up.
Challenging Severin is challenging them all, is what it says. I don't think we should, just based on this, do this uprising thing. It feels like as if he's saying...
Sure. I wanted to test their loyalty.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good idea at the time.
So was the bag, but we didn't need it.
The bag was, Shamgar, the bag was a really great idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I just realized my fist works just as well. So, right? So, yes.
Easier.
It's easier, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
To be clear, this doesn't nearly represent the number of people that are here.
Right. There have been a lot that have joined, and it's to the point where you're losing count of how many people have come out of the woods and across the plains to actually meet them. And in fact, when you were in the plains and it was wide open, you saw a number of other dragons coming in towards the location.
Like Woodstock.
like Woodstock. Like,
It's basically like a Woodstock of doom. So yeah.
Like a wooden stock.
As you approach and the wagons halt, you hear a number of like groups cheering and singing, "Beauty, the beauty of Tiamat," and things like that. There's the real jovial atmosphere. Of course, you see the odd pocket of people that are like snickering and laughing at those groups, but you do see a pretty large difference in those numbers. They kind of jab and make fun of each other and like, "No, you'll see. When she rises, it'll be glorious, and you're gonna have egg on your face," I say.
So we can, how far are we from
How
them?
far are you guys from them? Are you getting in disguise? Are you?
Well, yeah, we're in robes, right?
Yeah.
All of us are in robes.
We're already in robes, but
Yeah.
we weren't necessarily infiltrating yet.
Are you planning to infiltrate? Are you staying on the fringes?
I would like to try to get us as close as we can
All right.
without causing interruption. Perhaps we can find some of this ritual stuff and kind of disturb it or break it, or maybe there's some magical item that we can rip from their hand or something. But to do it, we have to see it and be relatively close.
Yes.
Okay, then, at least for me, I'm going to go as close to the ritual as I can without breaking rank from everyone else. But I kind of stay at the back, but close.
More.
Ooh.
You're very inspired.
Yeah.
Can we? All right.
Shamgar. Watch his back. Protect him.
Right.
I'm gonna try and circle around.
Okay. Okay, so I try with my cloak on, try to move up. I send Greg up first.
Yeah.
Greg, stay up. So he's
Okay.
over top.
All right.
And I'm with my cloak, kind of moving up to the back of the ranks. How clear is the ritual area, or can I tell that they're doing something?
You can see them kind of preparing and collecting, but you don't see any detail to what exactly they're doing. There's a lot of conversation. You can see that there's a lot of people being sent, like, go do this.
Okay.
So there's a lot of activity.
Do I notice Cornelius anywhere? I don't want to like go towards him or have him even notice me. I just
All right.
I'm kind of keeping an eye open for where he is.
All right. One more perception.
Nat one.
Okay. Nothing. Nothing at all. He's just blending in with all the other cultists in the same colored robes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So throughout the days you guys are watching, you see more cultist kobolds and drakes joining the numbers. Throughout the day, are you trying to meet back up with Nassim and?
Yeah, I think once we get up to this group, I think Nassim and I need to try to fall back into the woods to try to find the other three
All
to
right.
make a plan.
Some more dragons of various age.
And grapes and all kinds of things, and they're going to kill us one by one.
Okay.
All right. And
getting
so,
worse.
well,
Right, you guys ready for combat?
or death? Just straight to the death part? No. So I'm doing everything I can to, as a total coward, to not pee my pants with all of these dragons around.
Yeah.
And I'm carefully watching his back. But also knowing that I'm supposed to be protecting him.
Right.
All right. So Constitution saving throw not to pee your pants.
Oh,
Got an inspiration? I mean,
I don't know. I don't see any up there.
can I,
No, he's.
can I help with that? I mean,
What are you gonna do?
You want to
Hold
help
the
him
end
not
of
pee
the
his
shot?
pants?
I got an 18 there.
Okay. You kind of like swallow your fear,
Okay.
and you can you're like I feel less like I have to pee.
Yeah, I guess we need to decide if you have inspiration, can you gift? Because you can gift inspiration to somebody. So if you can gift inspiration, so can he use his inspiration to gift it to somebody?
But the people have spoken.
Yeah, should it be locked to the player or not? What do you guys think? Let's put it to a vote.
I think they're giving it to them for them to use at their discretion.
I think it's up to their discretion, but I wouldn't give it away out of principle that they chose the player to have.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Oh,
Lenaton, actually.
what?
You recognize him
Is
long ago.
a mass suicide an option for the 5 of us?
Oh, I thought you meant for them. I mean, you don't see
No, I
any
mean
Kool-Aid.
just the 5 of us. We just all kill ourselves in the woods now.
It's been great, gentlemen.
Whereabouts are you guys? You're looking to meet back up with?
Yeah, we
with,
gotta
yeah?
fall back into the woods and find these guys.
Okay.
You're standing in the middle of the group right now.
Yeah. So
So-
I went there early.
There are no woods in this area.
Right,
It
it's
is
a
part of
plain.
an open plain with miles of visibility. So the only patch of trees you see is right here. In fact, there's a really odd thing about this place. Let's see if I can. Sorry, I accidentally moved away from my description. The cleft earth raises sharply out of the ground like a platform. Severin and the other worm speakers, high priests, high-ranking cultists, and the red wizards of Thay collect upon it as a stage. Behind this platform is a wide expanse of open and strange land. This ground behind them shows signs of being burned, windswept, flooded, regrown with Fey flora. The occasional spot on the ground appears to shimmer, shaded, and ripple, as did the fabric of the in-between. There's a jubilant air among the people. A number that just join often go to the ground, raising their hands to the sky in joy, kissing the ground, excited. There's just this amazing excitement that's filling all of them. And that dark foreboding from the night before returns in full force and is darker than it was, heavier.
So I'm just looking around.
I want a druid
Bean?
craft.
Like, we just
I want a druid craft for weather coming up.
Okay. You druid craft for weather, and you see black swirling cloud.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, I don't know what that means, but black swirling clouds isn't good. Does it look like they've set up any sort of apparatus up here?
Doesn't appear to be any apparatus. Oddly enough, it looks like they're setting up for something, but you don't see anything in the way of props or anything of importance.
No altar, no nothing up
They're
there.
not holding. Are they holding things? That were their wagons? Did they, as we got to this location, did they take things from their wagons to up onto the platform, like
They just
chests, anything?
parked the wagons. A number of the wagons, most of the wagons, were parked all together in one spot. The other 3 wagons that were the worm speaker wagons are parked separately.
Yeah. Are there guards around them?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Relaxed though, but there's guards around them. They feel like they've got nothing to fear.
Right.
Perhaps. Is
We're not
how
close to
burnt down is the one that we like Severance? The one we burned.
Oh, yes. Thanks for reminding me. So that one is quite damaged. They were able to kind of repair it to a point. They were able to put the fires out, but there's notable damage. And you can see that they're bringing it along in hopes to try and keep some of it, like to try to salvage some of it. But it looks like it's been emptied out.
Do I notice if there's any like sentries around or guards or anybody watching the perimeter? Like, what's the general like demeanor of everyone involved?
The general
Is it like Burning Man?
mood is excitement. People are
No guards, anyone can come.
people are just celebrating with each other. Nobody's really drinking or anything, but you get the sense that they plan to after this proving. Except for the skeptics. The skeptics are still laughing at the others and having some fun.
Okay, so we're still together, but he's off in the crowd.
Well, he's watching my back.
Where are you?
I think that that we will have come to find you guys.
Mhm.
So if you found us,
So you're there right in front of Lenaton?
I'm
is such-
here,
why are you there?
kind of in. I'm in the midst of them. I have a cloak on, and he has a cloak on, and
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to see what they were doing.
Okay.
Now people might have come behind me. I don't know, but I'm just
Yeah,
like,
well, Lenaton has landed behind you but has not noticed you.
okay.
I try and find these guys, them and Issy.
All right.
Do I succeed?
Yeah, you do succeed. It's coming closer to about what would be 6 p.m. And you know that the sun is setting within the next half hour.
Have you put like black on yourself, or are you shiny?
No, I am trying to. I won't do that. Put black on myself because I don't want to look like a dragon born. So I try and change my appearance. Yeah, I try to change it so that I look as little as dragonborn as possible. Hood up, like the whole thing.
And so I'm gonna step back towards Sham for a little bit, just like, and then voice to him like, "So, has the giant dragon behind you been watching me?"
I'm gonna very nonchalantly.
As you look back, you see this large blue dragon, which you have seen before as Lenaton. You know, it's the one that took Gunny and Rise Dwarf away after you guys left the bandit camp. And Lenaton is focused squarely on Severin.
Okay.
No.
I don't think he sees us. He's looking very intently at the front. But that's the same dragon as before, right?
Yes, the one who took Rise Dwarf away.
Yeah.
I miss that man. He was drunk all the time. Happy and drunk. Okay.
What do I recall from Lenaton and his feeling towards the Cult of the Dragon in general? Like, I know that he didn't like Langdrosa, I believe, but what was it's been a long time.
He didn't like Langdrosa. He didn't like how the Cult of the Dragon was using the lance against him.
Yeah.
Just remember, Langdrosa was using it to control him.
Yeah.
And so he hated him for that. But you know, blue dragons in general are crafty and manipulative. And you know that there was probably something more behind him getting you to get that lance than just having the freedom.
Sure.
Yeah. From what you know, the bulk of his hatred was towards Langdrosa. But you did, in insight, get the sense that he has no love for the cult and what they're doing.
Possible ally. I wonder if at this point, or when they start, distraction is in order. Perhaps setting the wagons on fire.
Can I ask you, is Severin considered humanoid?
Severin, yeah, humanoid, half dragon.
Okay.
Is he humanoid?
Half dragon? Yeah, I'm not sure where they sit. I think they're considered humanoid, kind of like a dragonborn, but we can check that.
I'll find out right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it usually says male humanoid.
Right.
But like, I'm a male dragonborn. I think it's a different.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a good question.
But humanoid's like am I not humanoid?
Yeah,
Right.
but because you're.
I mean, they
I
have
would say so.
proportions of humans.
I mean, some might be.
Let's see.
I can look it up. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. The ritual is to see if Severin has some sort of connection with Tiamat. If I can cause a problem with the ceremony, say withholding person, then perhaps that would be enough to be seen as a failure. If I get caught, I'll be killed horribly.
It's not good.
Yeah, I'll die terribly.
We don't want that.
But if I succeed, I save everybody. So that's pretty good.
The sky is getting darker.
Which guy?
The sky is getting darker.
So terrible. So sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I just want to know about this
Yeah.
humanoid thing is kind of hinged, like my whole plan is hinging on this.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work, no?
Not a humanoid.
Okay. So forget that.
I don't think so.
The Forgotten Realms wiki, it said it is, actually.
Really?
So, yeah.
So that's a great idea then.
Because it says in Monsters Manual, it says a humanoid,
Oh.
a giant, or whatever can become a half dragon. So I don't know if that changes its.
So it can become a half dragon. Does it remain?
Yeah.
Humanoid.
I don't think so. But
Probably some sort of an aberration or a monstrosity in the end, actually. Because, yeah. I'll say not humanoid then.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to ask questions, but I need to do them in game. Yeah, Severin's pretty strong. I think my
at this
other.
point, I want to
spells
stay
aren't gonna
away
work.
from Lenaton, but keep an eye on him as much as possible. So I'd like to be
Right.
around this area
Sure.
somewhere.
And Lenaton
With
is
these guys.
not breaking view from Severin.
He's like,
He's not
Yeah.
breaking view. I noticed this.
Eyes directly on Severin. It is obvious. Absolutely obvious.
so I turn to Shamgar.
We don't have a. Sorry, we don't have a Nassim any, do we? It's okay.
I turn to Shamgar and I go, because you're not on this
That might
side,
be-
right?
No, we're over here.
You're over there,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was in here.
So I turn to Shamgar and I say, Shamgar, I think everyone in here is basically tuned to the stage. It feels so wrong for me not to be on that stage. What do you think of just trying to get maybe a side stage view?
I know what you're getting at. And I will say this is more dragons and giant strong creatures than I've ever seen. I don't think they would make a very welcome audience.
I understand, but I mean, have you ever seen so many people gathered chanting together before? I mean, it's almost too much to bear that it's not me up there.
If it were you, they would probably be chanting for you to be killed.
Fair enough. Okay, well, I'm going to try to sneak to the side of the stage just for a closer look. I won't go on the stage. I just want to see from the side of the stage.
But you won't go on.
I won't go on.
You promise?
I'll say right now that Yes, for the time being, I promise.
But
For the time being, I promise.
there's a promise that expires.
All promises expire at some point.
It's not a promise then. It's just a thing that you said and didn't mean.
This is the most wisdom Shamgar's ever.
Shamgar has some
Just,
good
just
wisdom.
follow me, will you?
I know, it's
So,
great.
so I
Oh, man.
not stealthily, but I like sneakily,
And I'm just gonna go as close as I can.
Not stealthily,
but sneakily.
Roll for sneakily.
Yeah, well, just because.
Yeah.
But here's the problem: if I roll for stealth, I can fail.
Yeah.
If I just sneak, there's no roll.
No, it's still
are
a
you trying to
stealth
pull
roll.
a last one on the DM?
Okay. Do I roll for stealth?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. 17.
17. All
I
right.
have to roll 2.
Yes, if you're going with him.
Yes, go.
17 as well.
Oh.
Excellent. Okay, so the two of you working your way through the crowd, nobody seems to turn their head to look at you. They're all very distracted with the occasion. And a lot of them are starting to turn their focus toward the stage as the sun is going below the horizon. So you make your way up to the side. There is a black dragon right there, sniffing at you.
But he doesn't care really, right?
Not really paying much attention, but sniffing. Knows that you're there, but doesn't care.
Okay. So I'm just sorry, just trying to get a closer look. Okay.
Timber.
Okay.
Yeah, just.
Okay,
We made it to the side.
so 2 things.
Isn't this amazing?
We're a lot closer.
Right.
I imagine Lenaton has a distaste for the cult. And for all things that they stand for. He's not even sure why he's here. They were controlling him with the Black Lance before we gave it to him. He has a hatred for Severin, and he may try and take him down.
By the way, we can't let this ceremony happen. Your idea of burning one of the wagons might be enough to cause a distraction. Or I could cause a distraction at the back. At the right moment.
We just don't know what the ceremony is, how long it is, what it entails, how it starts.
All I was told is that we'd be here by lunch, and there was no lunch.
I take a look and see if I can see DeGraff and Shamgar.
Okay.
Through the crowd,
through
the
the
crowd, kind of like
100.
You do not see them.
Way too stealthy.
They are right there.
Too stealthy.
And they're also in complete cover. So from where you are, you would not see them at all.
Can I get more description of where those 3 carts are with the guards?
Yeah, so, okay. These wagons here,
These?
that way.
yeah, those are the 3. The other, say 9 or so are
Will this
elsewhere.
be kind of the appropriate location? So it's like,
Yep.
what is this, 30, 60, like 90 feet from the stage sort of thing? Okay. Once the ceremony seems to be beginning,
Yep.
I want to make sure I'm near the back, kind of near these guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whoa. Somebody's gonna get sacrificed.
Okay, so you're moving to the back where the wagon
Yeah.
is?
Can you move me towards the back? Just casually, because
Is the other Shum brother going?
Nassim watches you go curiously, like,
Sorry. So I see. Before you leave, where are you going?
I'm going to, just be ready to cause a distraction.
What point?
Well, I suppose if it looks like this ritual is going to be a success, I'm going to do whatever I need to distract it from finishing.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna make my way with Nassim closer to the front.
Hey, Gray,
Okay.
Mr. Gray.
Yes.
Thanks for, everything, and good luck out there.
You too, my brother.
And then I'll walk back.
Okay. I watch after him, realizing this may be the last time I see you.
You're walking back, and people seem to look at you strange that you're walking away, but they don't seem to take much further notice of it. Nassim, you can tell, is frightened, but he is holding his composure quite well, despite the circumstances. At this point, Severin raises his hands at the front.
Okay, I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What are you casting? And what's the range?
Please do it on yourself.
30 feet.
Okay. You're like just out of range because you're at about 35, 40 feet where you are.
Oh, really?
From, well, it depends on who you're casting on. What's the target?
Please be Shamgar.
Oh, I was intending to cast on the guy that was raising his hands.
Severin?
Yeah. Is he too far?
That's who I was measuring from. He's about 40 feet away because we're talking
that a
5,
sight
10,
too?
15,
You need
20,
sight line?
25, 30, 35, 40. You're at like 45 feet
Well,
away.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
And if they have to be within sight, you can't see him right now as well because of the ridge that you've got here. So,
I wasn't sure if that was true to life.
yes, this is Fizzerup, so this is about 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Sorry to poop on your party.
No worries. It's okay.
Okay, he's raising his hands, and he says, "I bear good news." And he gestures to a cultist nearby, who brings a familiar and frightened man forward. It's the man that had been overheard telling his friend about seeing Tiamat in the in-between. Pushes the man forward and tells him to speak.
Can I, while this is happening, I want to make my way up closer to the front, like I said before.
Okay.
Without gaining too much attention.
All right, so while this is happening, do one round of movement.
And I, while you're doing that,
Those are scary words.
I'll say to Shamgar, I can't see a thing. I'm going to climb on your shoulders. Could you just lift me up a bit so I can see over the edge?
We're sort of on the side. We could just go around to the front a little.
No, I think I need to stay and see from the side. Maybe even from behind.
You want to just sit on my shoulder?
Yes, that'll make me about what, I'm a human, you're a human, maybe about 10 and a half to 11 feet tall.
No? Yeah, okay.
While you guys are having this conversation, you also hear coming from the stage, well, they said to tell you what I saw when I teleported to the caravan. Hideous, monstrous. The cultist smacks him across the face. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. And moving around in the space between the portals in my teleportation. And the cultist pulls the man back. At this point, this is where your head starts to crest at the edge of the stage. Frula Mondoth
Oh my god.
sees you out of the corner of her eye. And you notice it.
Sorry, just checking. And I duck down immediately.
Okay. Severin continues speaking. Our god is closer than we had thought. She isn't in the nine hells. She's in the in-between. The ritual would be much easier than we'd hoped. Half of the crowd cheers and the other half grumbles in frustration. Severin becomes stern, losing all sense of occasion.
I keep an eye on Lenaton and his demeanor.
Okay. Lenaton is still watching, but at the sound of this, bows his head a little bit down.
So do I have any insight as into what that means? Is it in
Roll
reference? Is it? Oh, Lord of mercy. Just barely. 8.
You're not too sure. It's really hard to tell because of how subtle it was.
Okay.
I have heard your dissent, and I will answer it tonight. Some of you doubt that I am what I say I am. Some of you dare to insinuate that I am afraid of some frail troublemakers. Allow me to set the record straight. What you see tonight will prove to you that I am the chosen of Tiamat. Okay. And as such, I am the catalyst that connects her to this realm. My very presence will draw her through.
Okay, so So I go, Shammy, now's our chance, Shamgar. So I say,
What?
well, let's go to the let's go to the back.
You're still on my shoulders, right?
Yeah. So I'm hiding. I'm tucked down below, but I'm like, go to the back, behind.
You said you weren't gonna go up on this thing.
I'm not going up. I just want to see better from the back. Let's go.
Frulum's walking your way.
Okay, so can we together sneak around over here? Like,
Are you still on his shoulders?
well, okay. So I'll jump off of his shoulders and we'll head around and we'll duck by underneath or nearby that thing.
Give me another stealth check, both of
Okay.
you.
Wait, you're doing that?
I was gonna say,
We'll go around, but we're not going up.
Okay.
You're doing this. Severin signals to the high priest to come. You can do your rolls. The high priest, enjoying the attention of being more popular with the crowd than the cult leader, extends his hands out to the audience and reveals a large red scale of terrible twisted shape. I have here a scale of Tiamat, taken from the shrine within the Scar of the Wastes, where we had recovered the 3 scrolls. Long ago, we had found these items, and then begun a great quest to find the Chosen of Tiamat. How appropriate we should find that the Chosen is already one of us. In fact, he is our leader. Who else would she choose? He holds up the scale and chants an ancient draconic. The sky darkens to black, the torches snuff out, and all becomes dark as pitch.
Okay.
Okay, what do you do?
Oh, that happened so quickly.
So it's dark. It's totally dark.
so our stealth is a
Pitch
lot better.
black.
Pitch black.
To the point where even with dark vision, you can see nothing. It seems a magical
What?
darkness.
Okay. So I'm like tapping on Shamgar's shoulder. No, you're not Shamgar, but I tap on his shoulder. Shamgar, are you there? Could you pick me up? Back on your shoulders.
Did we make it all the way to the back?
You make it there because it's gotten dark while Frulum is looking to get you.
Okay.
Pawing around, and then,
Okay, so I'll climb onto your shoulders in the dark.
but I'm squeezing your ankles.
We're not going anywhere.
Oh man.
You-
Okay, so
yeah.
I can't see anything.
No, it's pitch black.
Can Greg see anything?
What do we hear? What's?
Even with dark vision, it's a magical darkness. You cannot see through it right now.
Can we hear things? Can we still hear the
you
crowds
can-
around us?
You can hear, and there's a bit of a hushed awe that's kind of taken over. But you guys hear the voice of Frulum saying, "Wherever you are, get back in front."
I'm going in this darkness. I'm going to close my eyes, try and channel whatever,
Yeah.
and move towards the stage straight. I knew the stage was front.
Yeah.
I want to move until I feel stone.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to give me a perception check to see if you're able to navigate through the crowd and still keep your bearing.
I'm right in front.
Oh, right.
There's
You're
nobody
right.
in front
Okay.
of me.
You're right in front, so yeah, you can do it. Don't worry about perception roll. It's fine.
So I just walk until I
Until you bump
Carefully
into
hit.
the front.
Whoever.
stone. And then once I've done that, 5, 10, 15, can I
Yeah.
take full movement?
Yes.
I'm going to follow it around the back.
Okay.
I know there's a
Go
dragon
as,
right here.
Go as far as you can go. Yeah, there is a dragon there.
Did I know that the dragon was perched on the ground?
The dragon is flying. It is.
It was flying. It was in the air?
It's in air. We'll say this is fairly physically represented.
Okay, so I want to walk around as far as I can. So
All right.
That was 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
You hear the dragon
Side.
following you as you're moving,
Okay. I just continue
smelling
to
your
move.
blood.
Actually, can I take a double movement? In that case?
Yeah, it wouldn't be sneaky though. Well, unless
I'll
you
stay
wanted to
sneaky.
do a stealth double movement, that would just be a single.
No, that's fine. I'll do
Okay.
it sneakily.
All right.
You had said, someone said, whoever you are, move to the front.
Sorry.
Someone mentioned to us that whoever you are, move to the front or something.
That
like that.
yes, that was you heard the voice of Frulamondoth, which you recognize from the bandit camp. Suddenly, a crack is heard, and Severin begins to glow. The crowd is taken aback, their breath stilled. Then suddenly, you all begin to glow as well.
What?
Bright beams in the night. Light returns to the sky, and the cult is looking at you. She has given us 5. Praise be, shouts the priest. Then we need not wait. With more than one chosen of Tiamat, we can draw her through now. Call her, worshippers, call your god. And you hear chants and calls and shouts of joy. What are you guys doing?
We're all glowing? Like
You're all glowing, and
How
so is
so?
Severin. So,
Like how
bright beams of light that stretch up into the sky.
Okay, but total pitch black otherwise?
The light has come, as you guys start to
back.
glow,
Okay.
the light returns to the sky. All torches are still snuffed out.
So, if he's on my shoulders, we only appear as one beam.
Yes, one beam between you.
What did he say?
But I mean,
Tiamat
you're
has given us
a
5?
beam, and you're able to be. They're looking down.
Okay.
Can you say this again about Tiamat?
Tiamat has given us 5 chosen.
Would they only
Chosen.
think 4 then?
Yes. Sorry.
Would they only think 4 if we only appears?
And anybody that's looking down from here, I mean,
Oh,
you're
okay.
on shoulders. They can see
yes,
you
yeah,
above
they
the
look
top
okay.
of the
So,
edge.
But, so we're chosen. Clearly, something is different about us than others. So perhaps they respect us. We're not sure whether or not we're either a sacrifice or the most important people in the room, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Shamgar.
Sorry, Severin is glowing too? Same thing?
Yep. In proof of this proving ceremony that he is a chosen of Tiamat.
And we are as well. We've seen Shamgar, we've seen Tiamat in our own travels through the portal. We've also seen her in our dreams.
She took a swipe at us.
She almost killed us. Here's what I suspect. I suspect our main goal should be to steal that scale.
As you look at the high priest, you can see it is broken in half as he snapped it. That was the loud crack.
I'm gonna. I say, Bahamut, rest my soul. Give me strength in this moment. As I do your will. And I jump up on the stone and I
Yeah.
lift myself up on the stage.
Okay.
Staying still very solemn.
Yes.
Trying not to show my and I put my arms in the sleeves and I have my hood down as if I am accepting that I am a chosen of Tiamat.
I would like to start walking towards this platform, riser, rock thing.
Beating through my chest.
I'd like to walk towards it. Can I-
Okay.
Yeah.
And the priest is, come. She has brought you here for her glory and her beauty. Come.
How far will you let me go?
Is the crowd like parting?
The crowd's parting to let you through. What are the two of you doing?
How far will you
So
let me
we've
get?
seen him go up.
You can get all the way up to the front if you
He's a
want.
shaft of light.
And onto the stage
He's a
if you like.
shaft of light. The dude at the front is a shaft of light.
The,
What do
the
you
crowd
wanna- what
is
do you
still
wanna
chanting. A sense of awe. Hush is all in attendance.
All right.
You come around the back?
Yeah.
Would you just follow Crichton's lead?
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah,
if
I'll be-
you're
I
I
wanting
look
to
over.
be.
I look over at you and I'm like
Towards you.
Like get on stage.
get on stage, do it, and do what I'm doing.
And you will have seen me come up behind you, as, like around you guys.
I told you there was going to be stage time tonight, Shamgar. So
So glorious, her glow.
So I basically climb off your shoulders and we climb up that little ramp and get on stage.
Like, well, last time I was on stage, they weren't really too responsive to me.
Shamgar, you're glowing tonight. You are literally glowing.
As you come to the stage, the chanting grows louder and more intense. All of the deniers are now in full throes on their knees.
I want them up.
Yes, please.
See how this goes.
I want to walk actually towards Frulam here.
Yeah.
And
I want to get as close.
And she
to this guy.
even goes down on one knee before you.
Yeah.
I want to get
okay.
as close to this guy as possible.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say to her just like,
Join me, brothers. 5 of us for the 5 heads, yes.
Actually, sorry,
Oh my gosh.
we're in a special group called the 4 Skins
jeez.
of Tiamat.
Oh my gosh.
And so,
I'm gonna circle. Oh my god, this is not gonna go well.
No.
The wonder and terror of the presence of Tiamat settles
After
like cold sweat on bearskin.
After she kneels, what's going on with the high priest at this point?
he's ready to
He's still
He's just holding the piece of the
calling you-
scale.
this
Yeah,
is the high priest?
this is the high priest. He's got the mask on.
She's knelt.
Shrouded,
Have
yes.
the others knelt?
Everyone that is not glowing is kneeling in reverence
So the high priest as well.
as well.
Everybody.
Yeah, he's still holding the broken scale, head down on one knee,
Then I want to walk around.
speaking in ancient Draconic and his joy.
I want to walk up to Severin and look him in the face and see what I can read from his.
He's looking you
demeanor.
full back in your face.
Yeah, like just straight on, confidently,
Yeah.
as a chosen one, and see what his demeanor is. Is he accepting me as an equal to him, or is this like some sort of screwy something?
He's excited. He is just
Like psychotic
overjoyed.
excited, or like we're friends?
like this is better than I ever dreamed. Look on his face. A deep chill sinks through flesh and bone of every single being in attendance. The power of this god physically before you makes bones feel thin and muscle go to vapor. Every breath is labored. A depth of inescapable terror starts to grip at your heart as you hear the call and roar of Tiamat.
Where?
5 heads screaming at once.
Okay, so we don't see them,
Oh,
we hear them.
Oh god.
We should have taken action, is what I'm
Is
thinking.
there? Is it coming from a specific area? Does it look like there's a crack that it's going to come through? Is
The
there-
sound is coming from behind the stage.
Well, that's horrific.
Well, it was good. It was good to be here with you, and
Unfortunately, this peg doesn't want to hold her up.
She's dead already?
we did it!
Just a little wobbly.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, what are you doing?
She's not gonna let
I'm not sure if you guys can hear the roars. They seem to be coming across very quietly.
No,
No, they're definitely there.
They're there.
All right.
That's not quiet.
All right. Well, that's her roars.
This is.
And there she is rising
On the
up
ground, perhaps?
out of the ground where you can see that shimmer of the in-between had coalesced and collected.
This is terrible.
I don't know. I think
Everybody roll a wisdom saving throw.
Good.
I'm going to double check.
Everybody standing that is not the party drops on their knees, shaking in terror.
17.
12. 10.
5.
Great.
5.
Great, guys.
Good job, guys.
All of
Middle of
you
the ground.
feel that terror gripping deep
Me?
into your hearts.
Okay.
In a blink, Tiamat reaches out to Narenvain the Green, who is a worm speaker, but I don't have a green dragonborn here, and crushes Narenvain under a claw.
Just
What?
So
What?
on stage here somewhere, right?
Then she turns to Frulum and she plants the point of a claw in the head of Frulam. Frulam's posture straightens up as she slowly turns to face the great mass that's gathered in this world-changing moment. Her eyes become very black and a streak of blood flows from the tip of the claw of Tiamat. Her mouth drops open, slack and hanging. She begins to speak. What are you guys doing?
What do we do?
Are you guys just...
No, I'm acting.
Listening? Are
Yeah.
You, yeah.
Okay, so
Now again, you are all trembling in fear. So it'll
Back
be
up.
if half movement, but if you're moving anywhere, it's going to have to be away from her.
Yep.
can I move laterally?
As long as it's in a direction that's away from Tiamat, because you are frightened, then
How,
I'm
how
going
high
to-
is this?
10 feet.
10 feet.
I look back
So
to
that's
Lenathon.
a jumpable.
Sorry,
I look back to Lenathon.
Lenathon is prostrate and also shaking in terror.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Burning the carts isn't going to help at this point.
Should have killed the priest when we could.
Yeah.
Frulam Mondoth is speaking. All hail that which is most beautiful in all the realms and plains. Tears are starting to streak down
So
cheeks.
I'm gonna move towards the back corner, but not so far that I can't cast a spell. So
Okay.
over here.
All right. All hail the queen and ruler of all things.
Do we have our wit about us? Are we still fully
You have your wit about you, but it is discolored by fear.
I look at you.
Yeah.
I make
So
eye
whichever
contact.
direction you move, it has to be away from Tiamat because of the frightened condition. Just,
Yeah.
I look at you and I look at Severin, and I'm like, we need to. And I look back at you too. You're
Kill him, but oh shoot. Okay.
all hail the devourer
Okay,
of
okay,
metal,
so-
the
so-
mother
so
of
I'm
all
gonna
that is
cast-
beauteous and true.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the guy who's saying that stuff.
That's Frulam Mondoth.
Okay.
Okay.
So which one seems to be
So this is here.
which one seems
Got
to
the
be the
claw.
one who is
Yeah.
kind of who ignited the portal, or who is it? The one with the broken scale, or
It is hard to tell. Roll Arcana.
okay? Come on, Arcana.
I know what I'd like to do.
she's here.
Oh, 17.
She's already here, which is a serious problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
17. You're starting to put some of the pieces together.
Okay.
They mentioned more than one scroll. And you imagine that each one had a piece of this ritual described.
It's too late.
There's a time and a location and a catalyst. The catalyst is the chosen of Tiamat, the location is here, and the time was the waning of the moon. But with 5 chosen, the veil was thin.
I under my breath,
chosen.
I close my eyes for 2 minutes and I say, Bahamut, I need guidance
2 minutes.
in this. No, in a couple seconds. And I say, I need guidance. I need to know what to do. I'm at a loss. We have failed.
You feel a bit of warmth rising up in your heart and then fade.
Okay.
I'll look upon her countenance and wonder in awe at her majesty.
I charge.
All
Severin.
fall on your faces in reverence to the devourer of all. Bow to her and tremble in her mighty presence.
Can I? I want to jump on him like a hug.
Okay, to sever it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna thunder wave him at
All right.
2nd level.
Okay, do it. Is there a saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
If can I see him jumping towards
13.
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're looking.
So I will cast Dissonant Whispers as he on him,
Okay, on Severin.
on Severin,
Not on Frulam.
not on Frulam, on Severin.
Okay.
As he's jumping on Frulam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me what the saving throws are.
Okay.
13.
For wisdom,
Constitution.
constitution.
Wisdom 14.
Okay, he succeeds against you. Okay, so he still takes some damage, right? Half damage?
Yes, half damage.
All right. fails Dissonant
Okay.
Whispers.
So it takes half damage on me.
Yeah, from your attack. And the attack also hits everybody within a certain range, right?
So it's 9.
I'm gonna need 4
Yeah.
D6.
Okay.
Just so it's half of 9. So it does it round up. 5. That's with a 15-foot cube. So it'd be this way,
Yeah.
15 feet that way.
Yeah.
I didn't. 9,
So that other
everybody,
cultist, the cultist failed. He takes full damage. So it's 5 damage to Severin, 9 damage to
and
the
he
cultist.
gets pushed 10 feet away.
And 10 feet away. All right.
Jeez, this is stupid.
4d6 damage.
Okay.
6, 11, 14, and 15 psychic damage.
All right. So he grabs his head as this psychic damage hits him, and after this thunder wave, so he's clutching his ears, but also hearing these whispers in his mind, and you can see that it's tearing him from the moment. And the fear of Tiamat among this is driving him to want to run.
Okay. I pop my claws.
Yeah.
And I charge him.
All right.
5, 10, so that I don't pass him. 15,
Right.
20, 25. And
Okay.
I want him.
Now, that is starting to put you a little closer to Tiamat, so you've got to try and keep your
Distance.
What's that?
and this is giving you half movement as well because of the trembling. So, where are you at half movement? Not moving towards Tiamat.
I was here.
So it would have to be kind of like a strafe.
5, 10. I probably would have gotten an attack of opportunity from him. We're not initiative though. I don't know.
You're not in initiative, so you can get past him
Okay.
because he's trembling in fear
5,
too.
10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
So 20 would put me beside him.
All right. And you're doing an attack?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to attack both hands on my quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Actually, I pull out the Glaive of the Falling,
Okay.
which I'm not proficient with,
All right.
but I think it's poetic,
All right.
so I'm going to do it. Oh my god, that's a 9.
Okay. You feel that warmth of Bahamut rise up inside of you. What was your roll?
7 plus
Okay.
2.
Re-roll it. And you notice quickly on your hand, one scale turns platinum.
That's only a 12.
12.
Still
Okay. Unfortunately, you do miss, and that warmth inside you
Yep.
dissipates again.
Okay.
It seems like it's a struggle for it to arrive.
Okay.
I'm in rage.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm spending a key point to Fury Blows.
Okay. At this point, let's roll initiative.
There we go.
Can I still do my Fury of Blows as part of that attack?
Yep, and you'll get your attack. We'll start initiative order after your attack, Shamgar.
Okay. Oh my gosh. That's
Roll initiative for now. Right now. This one.
11
Yeah,
for me.
still roll it so we have it. Hold on a second. I gotta write this
I don't know how
down.
many key points I can spend. I think it's a bonus
20
point.
to 25.
I think at this point, all the information I wrote down about how this was going to happen is irrelevant.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and
So 20 to 25, anybody?
19.
17.
Okay. So, all right. So 15 to 20, 19, 17,
Oh yes.
11 to 15, or sorry, 10 to 15.
Me. 11.
All right. 5 to 10.
7.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
my 2 Fury Blows, natural 20 on the first one,
Okay.
and a 20 on the second one.
All right. Give me
Wow.
damage.
Wow.
They
Crane
both hit.
shows up.
So it's double damage on the first one.
Yeah.
So that's a 9 for the first one,
Okay.
and a 4 for the second one.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how many key points I can spend. I think it's 1 per bonus action. I don't know how many I can spend.
I mean, that sounds about right, but I haven't played a monk, so I do apologize if I
Yeah.
don't have that. Shamgar.
Yeah. So, seeing what everyone else is doing,
Mm-hmm. No, remember, you cannot move towards Tiamat. If you're moving anywhere, it has to be away.
Right, which I am.
Okay.
I'll go towards, and I'll attack this guy with my great axe.
Go for it.
I'm switching it back to initiative.
15. Or no, 25.
Ooh, hits.
So, 17.
17. Okay. All right. He is starting to bleed out of his mouth. You come down with your axe. You catch him across the face and slash open his cheek, and blood starts to spurt. All right. Okay. Top of initiative order to Graf.
Yes. Again, I'm going to cast the dissonant whispers on dude face that everyone's attacking.
Yeah.
Again. Oh, sorry. That's my. Yeah, sorry.
Saving throw of 14.
Saving throw 14.
Wisdom, was it?
For wisdom, yeah.
Okay. He succeeds.
Okay.
Okay. Is there
half damage?
Half damage? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the damage? What's your major damage, man?
So 5, 6, 11, 13 plus 6 is 19. Divided by 2 is 9. Which is 8, right? 9?
No, it would be
So 9, right?
So I think it rounds down, yeah. So it's 9, yeah. So all right. So he takes the hit, and again, okay. But he's starting to kind of seems to shake it off, but still desiring to run. Cornelius.
I cast Shillelagh
Yeah.
on my staff.
Okay.
My staff of beating. Just a normal staff, and I
Smacky
and a
staff.
smacky.
Yeah.
It's 20 to hit,
Hits.
and it's 4 damage because I rolled a 1.
All right.
Oh,
so-
I have a lucky.
All right.
Yeah, reroll my damage. 8. So 8 plus 3, so 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. So you hit him hard, and you can see immediate bruising across his other cheek. So he's going to cut down this one, bleeding down. Immediate bruise down this one.
I don't like those cheeks.
Now he in confusion and rage, he's looking at you, and he's going to attack you, the golden one. Okay, 18 to hit. Hit. Okay. $10 damage. So comes down on you with a sword strike. 10 points of damage right down across your chest. All right. The other cultists and worm speakers are still trembling in fear, looking at Tiamat, and are unable to bring themselves to their feet. So, Crichton, your turn.
I'm gonna hit him again with the glaive.
Yeah.
Attempt to. Come on. Bitch. That is not enough. That's gonna be a 6.
Okay. So it misses.
Yeah.
It almost grazes him as he moves out of the way deftly, though.
Okay.
He seems to be.
Key point.
Okay.
2 more attacks. That's a 18
All right.
and a 24.
Both hit.
That's 5
Yeah.
and another 5. 10 points of damage.
Okay. Your first hit makes him stumble back.
Yeah.
Your second hit sends him falling prone on his back.
Yeah.
He's confused and dizzy on the ground.
Okay.
And still bleeding.
I feel like
Shamgar.
terrible people.
All right. I'm gonna come down
We're the
with my
chosen
axe.
Yeah.
He was outside the group. He wasn't even in the band.
18.
18 hits. Just hits. Yeah.
Come on, Shamgar.
You would have had an advantage anyway because he's prone, but yeah. Sorry.
Okay,
How much damage?
10.
10.
Inspiration with
Coming down with your axe.
Oh yeah.
How
you
does he
hit.
die?
Sorry.
How does he die?
Oh! What?
All right. I get right finish off those cheeks.
Oh!
You liberate the top of his head from the bottom of his head,
Like a peasant's
and the
foot.
glow gone
From all of us or him?
From all of us?
from him.
Oh.
And behind you, you hear the awful, hideous laugh from 5 heads. You have saved me the trouble.
That means we're in trouble.
That means, we're all supposed to die.
Abominations, these half-dragons, overcoming the will of my children. Horrible they are. The ones I make will be pure. No humanity left. Some shadowed darkness starts to come around your vision. You start to have a little bit of tunnel vision. I have come from a realm far, the last one I touched. But of course, there is equivalent exchange, and there must be equivalence to take my place in that last realm I touched. I can choose some. I choose you. And that's where we end the session.
I usually clap at the end of these.
I can choose some, but I choose you.
Well done, Brendan.
Yeah, DM. Dude, you were definitely the DM of the night. Definitely. Oh man.
Well, actually, there was.
I was like, wait, you gotta use it for. Oh yeah, you got that hit
Yeah,
down.
hit it.
You know what? There was one more thing. Yeah,
Okay,
one more thing.
sure.
Oh, yes.
The darkness that surrounds your tunnel vision becomes completely black. And you guys are now in the in-between again, sucked away. Around you, you see some familiar faces. Some people from your journeys, some people from before, some people from long in your past. Cornelius, you recognize your wife, Elior. Shamgar, you recognize Demtar, tribal leader. You recognize a teacher, one that you thought may have been dead but still lives. You recognize your father. There's many more around. It seems there's a vast number of people being torn through the in-between with you until you land, finding yourself suddenly in blinding light. A large valley, birds, sun, and peace. The air smells fresh and clean, a vast difference from where you just were. And that feeling of the presence of Tiamat is gone. But that feeling of the presence of home, that's gone too. That's where we end our session.
Oh.
So,
This guy probably could have been our ally if we didn't kill him.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, he wanted to bring the
Yeah, jerk.
Yeah.
He didn't.
jerk face, Severin.
So we probably should have done a little more, a little sooner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that there was much that we could have done, to be honest.
We could have burned the carts with the scrolls in them,
Yeah.
The scrolls.
for example. We could, I don't know. Well, I mean, attacking the priest was probably hopeless. We
That's-
just would have been killed.
Yeah.
Problem, hindsight is 20/20, and
Yeah.
you never know where things could have gone one way or another.
So how do you guys think we did? Oh man.
Right.
Intense.
So, yeah, YouTube, first time ever. Well, I mean, first time only ever YouTube.
That was good.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you very, very much.
We're all just like,
Yeah, I know. I'm exhausted. I'm just all tense.
oh man.
Thanks for watching. Again, this is our first switch over to YouTube as our kind of main platform. We're really excited about the road ahead. Thanks for those that donated and interacted with us. We're going to keep testing the Super Chat interaction over the next number of weeks.
Yeah.
And refine it as we move forward. Thanks to all our sponsors. Again, Elderwood for all these wonderful stuff. If you want your chance, not your chance, but if you want to get a Realmsmith Hex chest with Norse Foundry Wondrous die inside, a whole set, you'll get them in your crates for the first 7 months, and then eighth month you get the Hex chest. Check us out at www.realmsmith.tv in order to subscribe to our Encounter crates, which we send out every month. On a regular, ongoing basis. Like and subscribe and share the video if you enjoyed it. If you hit the little bell icon, you'll be notified every time we go live. And we do this every week. So a week from now is Sentinels of the Storm, which is a different group. And then we alternate groups for the little bit of a future that we have when we'll be doing that. Our schedule might change up at some time shortly, soon, potentially. Yeah. Other than that, anything else?
I think we're...
No. Make sure you subscribe, and we want to grow this channel a lot. A lot of things become available to us as the channel grows. So we're at 6,200 and some odd subscribers. But at 10,000, we get to do some cool things that we currently can't do. So so share with friends and do subscribe.
And let's do the giveaway.
Oh yes, giveaway.
Yes.
Right.
Giveaway.
Give it away now.
Give it a roll, give it a roll, give it a roll.
What do you...
Oh, yes. Play for us, sir.
Get him ready.
He's
Yes.
just ready.
There we go.
You brought him just for this.
Gotta use my
That was
inspiration.
quick.
You gotta use it.
Hey, you didn't get your inspiration.
Oh.
You are an inspiration, my friend.
You are, sir.
I'm about to be.
Inspiration. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'll let that inspiration carry over to the next session since somebody who's paid for it.
Oh, it went under your case.
Ah,
It's a 7. Drew Team.
Nice.
That was the whole team. You're the winner, and you can become a member of the realm. All you need to do is reach out to us. How do we do that? Just on our Facebook page. Message us on our Facebook page, Drew Team, and you will get access to our realm from here on in, which you'll enjoy, hopefully. And that's it, guys.
Yep.
You have a good night. Thank you to
Yes.
Brandon, our wonderful
Bravo,
DM,
Brandon.
and all of that.
Bravo.
It was an amazing session.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I need to go recover for a week.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
See you
Have a good
guys.
night.
Peace.